bro?
Bro, I'm
Kind of regretting the coffee thing now, but that's okay. That's
get you some
okay.
later.
What?
Get some later.
Yeah, later's not when it matters. It matters now.
Do you want some of my coffee?
No. You know I can't have that.
Try it.
No. You want me to get a headache on the stream? It's like almost 100% positive I will get a headache from it. I've tried so many times. I don't know what the deal is. Serenity, you working on anything today? If you're gonna have your head down a lot, you might want to move your camera down. Sort of, not really. You're still almost off. No, that's worse.
How is that worse?
I don't know, but it is.
I should
Just put it like where, like bring it down to where your top of your computer is. Perfect.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Okay. Dog. It's a dog.
Hello, Sentinel.
Oh man, Sentinel, I can't even see your name when you're in dark mode. I bet you planned that, because I've seen that you've done that a few times. Well, at least I'll know it's you. Welcome. How are you today? On Thursday. I think it's gonna get to the point where not many people are gonna be on streams just because of holiday junk. It's my guess, anyway. Hi, Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Oh, good. You doodle then. Just lurking and doodling. It's pretty dark ears. We're okay. I'm a little cold. So I'm gonna turn this fan back on. How are you, Gabe?
Alright.
Oh, cute. It's got a little white spot on its tail. And white paws, white paws. All the way around white paws. Poor pup. This pup is deceased. Doesn't mean it's not a sweet pup, though. Hi, Uber. How are you?
Uber.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Tired? Yeah, we're tired too.
Damn it.
Eating cereal. Yumzors. What kind, Uber? What kind of cereal is your favorite cereal? cornflakes and oat thingies. And some raisins. Yeah. Apple Jacks and Captain Crunch. If I'm being good, I eat my muesli cereal, but if I'm being bad, I like the Reese's cereal. That one's real good. Gives me a gut ache though, because I am old now. Gabe is perfectly holding still for a long time.
Trying.
I think it's because he's staring at his computer, which probably looks like he's staring at you guys. Feel intimidated. I thought his camera froze. Oh, no. He's just being still Gabe. A la-di-da surface. Weird. You ever had it where you can't zoom in on a Google attachment? That's strange. Hey, Mage, welcome! Ooh, day off tomorrow. Heck yeah. What are you gonna draw on your day off? We're okay. I'm a little cold right now and a little tired, but I'm still warming up to the day. More ways than one. I've got a lot to do, so I'm starting to stress out a bit, but trying not to at the same time. I think I've got enough time to finish everything, but depending on how good I'm doing on this, I might have to just do a shorter stream today. If I'm getting too distracted by y'all, as much as I love you, I get to be a chatterbox sometimes, you know that. So at some point I might need to switch gears and just bang out some stuff. So I have around 4 or 5 of these to finish before Tuesday. I think I'm extending my due date to Tuesday. Because also, news, Thursday through Sunday next week, no streams. We'll be at a convention. So, enjoy it now. Because we're not going to be here. Yeah, holiday shopping, right? Holiday everything lately. I'm in Christmas crunch. So, Christmas crunch can be a bit daunting. Once I'm in the clear, though, from that, things should lighten up, which I'm excited about. Because there's a bunch of things I want to do. There's a few digital books I want to put out, because I haven't tried a digital book yet, and I kind of want to. So there's a couple of those. I want to do some Twitch stuff, improve the channel a bit. I don't know, there's just a lot of things. There's some stuff too that I want to do that's just like, I don't know, relaxing stuff. Which, that might have to still wait a little bit. I have a couple commissions that aren't due by Christmas, but they are due before the New Year. So, I'm not quite done, but I'm buying myself a little bit of time, I guess, in the interim. I'm getting a little burnt out, though, to be completely honest. These are kind of hard to do consecutively. Like, hardcore do. Not just, you know, poke at or whatever, but at least I'm in the zone with them and I can kind of kick them out. Oh, right, Mage. Gray hairs everywhere. Oh, thank you. I had a decent reference for this one, so pretty happy it's turning out alright. Though I was afraid it was a little bit rigid, just because I did a kind of a no-no with my reference that the pose was referenced off of another painting, which you were not supposed to do. But since I had to make it into a dog anyway, I kind of at least have a good sense of how a dog would stand with, you know, the same pose. So it was like very much just a reference. You know, I think when you're drawing it with the same like character in mind, the same sort of build and stance and everything, it's different. But since it's a dog and my reference was a human, it's okay. And like I said, because I know how and what to change, you know, it makes it easier. Right? This one's dead though. Sometimes the memorial ones are kind of hard for me to do. I feel a little bit of pressure about them, but at the same time, you know, it's like I'm gonna give it my all. Could you grab me my Fitbit? I feel really weird without it. All right, Serenity. I think I'll do chainmail too because I like doing chainmail. That's with their purple Fitbits. They're so cool. Alright. So, this dog. What? What?
My phone.
Should you hook it up? You know what? I'm gonna kind of go into autopilot here so I can at least do the chainmail. I'm a little bit scared of what colors to do. Because in some of the pictures it seems like she has a lot of pink stuff, so I was thinking some red. But then I've got some like under tunic stuff I want to make sure looks good with the red. And I was thinking of some blue too to match her eye, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a hard look at that when I get there. And then do this chainmail first though. The ones that I actually get to do chainmail on are always super fun. Chainmail, mail. Did you find it? Where was it?
Okay.
Huh?
Bad.
Oh. Weird. Sure, Serenity. I'm guessing it was the hand that was holding the arrow, right? That one had a bit of trouble. I mean, it already went off to its owner, so I mean, I can't really do anything about it now. But yeah, I mean, feel free to give me some critique for sure. Hi, Ed. Welcome. Welcome.
Hey, Ed.
I don't know why I always say welcome like that. because it actually ends up being kind of a tongue twister. Saying welcome that fast.
Yeah.
You ever try it?
Welcome.
Right?
And it's like lucklum.
Yeah, I figured, Serenity. It's one of those things where you're drawing it, it's okay. You're drawing it, it's okay. You're coloring it, it's okay. And then at one point, for some reason, it looks really weird. And then you're like, damn it. What happened? Where did it get weird? But yeah, I kind of knew. But it was at the point I couldn't do anything more about it. And I mean, the rate at which I do these things, I'm like, okay, I guess I have to let that go. I mean, if I spent as much time as I wanted to on these, it would take a little bit longer. And at this time, I can't possibly allow that. It's more important, honestly, I get them to them. Because it's also one of those things where it's like, it's hard to figure out if it's just something an artistic eye would notice, where, you know, normal everyday people who are getting these wouldn't notice it. I have a hard time discerning on the daily, like, what's an artistic eye flaw and what's a normal person eye flaw, you know? Like, what would somebody just walking around see? Would they notice it, or am I just being overly paranoid? Yeah. I don't know, you gotta pick your battles. Especially when doing commissions. Remember that. Like, sometimes if it's just a little thing and there's a lot more to the piece, you kinda gotta let it go. And just learn from it. Be like, alright, next time I'm not gonna do that way. You know? Stop me if I'm wrong, Gabe, but I'm pretty sure that makes sense, right?
Hey, Wade.
Hey, Abito. Hey, Wade.
Hi, Mama.
Hey, Mama. Mama Gypsy. Let it go. Hi. Whichever you want, Serenity. That'd be fine. Probably Discord, honestly. Like I said, it's gonna probably be one of those things you tell me and I'm just gonna have to nod my head because I can't fix it. So I'll be like, yeah, I know. It's a little screwed up. What really sucks is when you're looking for certain reference and you can't find it because it's just really specific, or like you yourself don't have the knowledge for it. Like, example, people holding weaponry. Stock photos a lot of the time don't do their research and they don't give you the appropriate. You bring them? Yeah, they're bigger than you are. Oh, good. Were they at the front door?
Yeah.
I'll just put them on the couch so they
Yeah.
can hang out there.
Okay.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
No problem. See you around.
See you around. Where was I? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, a lot of the time stock photos and stuff, when you're using those as reference for certain things, they don't know what they're doing. They're just holding a sword and stuff. In like archery, they're just holding a bow and arrow. They don't know how to appropriately hold it. So when you look for reference, maybe go to like an actual archery site or, you know, a medieval reenactment thing. Maybe not even that. Like sword training or something, or videos on YouTube and then pause it, of people actually at classes and stuff, because then you know it's a little bit more reliable than stock photos. Because like I said, a lot of the stock photos even have like half nude chicks just holding swords all weird, and it's like, that's probably not the right way to hold a sword, and it's not like they know. Serenity, yeah, I figured you were gonna tell me that because you probably did it yourself.
Hi, Holly.
Hi, Nightshade. Yeah, Uber, you know, so it's one of those things. We don't stream Fridays, no. So we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, skip Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But remember, next week, Thursday through Sunday, we're not going to be streaming. We're going to be at a convention, hopefully getting money. Oh my god, Serenity, that'd be amazing. I would very much appreciate that. Yeah. If you could do that, bless. I mean, if you even want to share that in the Discord so other people can use them too. Because, like I said, finding those references is crap, man. Ooh. I probably have to empty that soon. It can be utter hell sometimes. And it's like, you know, once in a while I'll find one, and it's like, that looks right, but I don't trust you just based upon how you're dressed. You know? Like, I don't know. Some of those reference pics. And I suppose that goes for anything like sports. Like stock photos, I feel like they just don't have time to do research for that. They just need, like, somebody's probably like, all right, today we're doing, you know, basketball stock photos, get going. Hopefully they actually hire, you know, basketball players, but you never know. Oh, Nightshade, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, dude. Hey, but you know what? At least you got some workout.
That's true. It's good you got to work out. Proud of you. I worked out today too. I haven't posted my thing in the Discord yet though.
I keep forgetting to do it.
Well, I just take a screenshot of my Fitbit. Were you wearing yours?
Yeah.
You should be okay. It should read it, right? Or if you, for yours, I think if you put in the, like if you enter a workout and then you put in the time you were doing it, it'll recognize your heart rate during that time. Because yours is older than mine, right? Yeah. I don't think yours is the same one. Oh yeah. I am jealous about that, Serenity, totally. I mean, the nice thing about these portraits, though, is they don't have to be 100% accurate. I mean, I try to strive for as much accuracy as possible. But like I said, it's really hard sometimes to find those actual appropriate reference images. And it's not the sort of thing, like, if I had the knowledge, I'd take the reference pics myself. But even I don't really know, you know? And I don't really have the time to research it right now. I know that's really bad, but it's true. So I make do with what I can.
Nightshade, I would recommend getting. Nobody likes to run, except for the people that are really crazy about it. But B, some audiobooks help big time because then like you get sucked into that world and you don't even realize that it's been like 4 miles. You know.
Just make sure you're still keeping pace. Because sometimes when you get distracted, you slow down.
You know.
That's why I always tell people too, don't play games when you're at the gym. You're paying for a membership. You're there to work out. Work out, because sometimes when you distract yourself, you're not getting the best workout you could be.
I do think it's different though if you're on a treadmill because if you set the treadmill to a specific pace. Like,
oh yeah, that's different. Yeah. But like the people on the cycle, first of all, the cycle doesn't do anything. Yeah. It really doesn't. Sorry.
I mean, if you're like really heavy and you can't walk.
That's the only thing. I feel like it's for either injured, disabled, or like too obese people that are trying to start exercising. That's what the cycle's for. But if you're like a thin person or athletic, you know, get on the treadmill or the elliptical because the cycle's not going to do much.
I've actually been considering taking my Kindle and just I know like while I'm on the elliptical, like it'll be like bumpy, but if I feel like if I were to make the letter size big enough, you know, like the font size big enough, then I'll be able to read the pages. And
you can try it, but it is hard. Yeah. Mage, I was like that too, and honestly, one of my favorite times in my life was when I had my own elliptical at home, but right now I can't have it. So I have to do the gym thing. Hopefully when Gabe and I move out, we move into a place where I can buy a new elliptical, because I am 100% for owning my own elliptical. Plus, it's cheaper in the long run. It's actually really expensive to go to the gym as opposed to just buying your own equipment sometimes. When I had my house, I had my elliptical and I loved it.
By the way, Spotify has free audiobooks. Like a lot of the like really old books, you know?
Oh, they have Joseph Campbell stuff too.
Yeah, like they have a lot of stuff that you can just listen to on Spotify. Or if you just leave your phone on, you can, like, a lot of people have like uploaded YouTube, or they've uploaded audiobooks to YouTube, so you can sort of listen to it illegally. But there's always Kindle.
Stealing books. Oh, you're so bad.
Um,
Oh man.
on your Kindle app on your phone, some books come with audio
Tracks.
I think you can even just
Serenity, yes.
like a robotic voice can read it to you, which you come to love sometimes.
The gym is filled with Chads who love slamming weights on the ground while grunting. I love that you call them Chads. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
See, Nightshade, you should go in there and start lifting, but then lift like not a Chad.
Not a Chad.
Yeah, and when there's another dude and he's dropping weights, and you just set it down nicely, and you're like, you smile at him like, good job, dude.
Why do they grunt? Does that help? Is it like karate, where karate is like, hey, grunting helps you or whatever?
It's like Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
They think it helps them if they scream.
But it doesn't?
I mean, I don't know. I don't do it. If anything, it's just hurting your throat. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it is like a primal thing.
It's always so alarming too for like women.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh, yeah.
we're not impressed by that. You're scaring us. Like, I'm getting scared by this man screaming in the corner. Like, it's alarming,
But then dropping the weights is just like, I get it. If the weight is really, really heavy and you can't otherwise like control it, but there aren't that many people that can lift that much where they have to drop the weights.
Yeah. Oh, Soggy, yeah, you're still king. Slacker's cute.
Wait until that Christmas money rolls in.
We'll see.
Cash.
We'll see. Is that Sean cleaning, you think?
Yeah, Sean's cleaning for a special summer.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
Oh, Mage, that's nice. Yeah, I'm hoping we're getting a place that either has a fitness center or I can buy an elliptical. But honestly, apartment fitness centers are usually never upkept. Like, the maintenance on them usually sucks.
But at the same time, nobody's ever in there, so...
True and false.
I think
sometimes
at night...
Oh, I hate working out at night.
No, that's the point. We don't work out at night. So during the middle of the day...
Yeah.
Bare bones. Nobody in there.
You think?
Yeah, think about it. I mean, who would go there during the middle of the day? We would.
Oh. To be fair, where I was the last time I had an apartment, it was a lot of Indian people and Somali people, and they do the whole thing where the man goes off to work, the women stay at home and caretake the kids. So a lot of them would go to the gym. So that one was actually usually packed in the middle of the day.
Well, I don't think there's a big Somali thing out here, and I think most of the people that will be here will be Mexicans.
Christy, he only cleans if someone's coming over. This is the first time I've ever seen him clean when we haven't yelled at him. Mm-hmm. So don't give him that much credit. Yeah. It's true, Ray. There's always someone there. Okay, I want to start coloring this. I think I'm going to have to do blue. I want to do pink on this, though, because she likes pink. Oh! Oh, hi, Red. Way to come in, buddy.
Hey, Brad.
Thank you so much.
One of these days he's gonna come in and he's gonna take over. He's gonna become the new.
Oh, yeah, because he's the one that's picking away at Soggy. I feel like he'd be the guy walking down the hallway that just kind of nudges him or pokes him with something. It's like, man, what's up? And then he's like, nothing, nothing. And then one day he's just going to shank him. No, we didn't get any snow. None that stayed anyway. I noticed there was some on my windshield, but like this much. Just like a little patch. But not really. Which is so strange. Wisconsin's letting me down here. I know Minnesota got hit pretty hard with some ice and snow and yummy stuff, but not here.
Oh.
They missed us. Good job, Red.
You made an Urkel. That's great.
Oh, that is awesome.
Awesome.
Good
Everyone's
job.
gonna want that Urkel now.
That Urkel's a good one. He looks so mischievous.
But how do you have 3 and how come you can use all of them? Never mind. Don't answer that question.
Because he made him. Oh, that makes sense, Mage. Yeah, I kind of crashed too, but I need to do it before I've eaten anything. That's so weird, Christy. Part of the nation's on fire, the other part, some snow, and we got nothing.
Move to Wisconsin.
Where nothing happens anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought it was gonna be just like Minnesota, man. Like, so far, it's not. It's warmer than Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
There's less rain and snow than Minnesota. It's really like this weird utopia of weather. Where, like, during summer, it was always sunny. Every day it was sunny. Like, I don't even remember how many times it rained. It was so seldom.
Very dry.
Yeah, it was very dry. Somehow still pretty green, though. But for the most part, very dry. Yeah, Mage, do you usually have snow this time of year in Canada? Yeah, Door County. We still have to go to Door County.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mage, same here. We've still got some birds, and usually it's like, I'm missing birds around this time, but they're still here.
I guess if we keep feeding the birds, so.
Oh, we miss you too, Wade.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, sunny, cold, and windy is like my least favorite anything. I hate cold sun. It's so weird. Like, it's just a really weird feeling. Like, January in Minnesota was always that way, where you'd have like the really hard snow, and it's really cold out, and everything's crunchy and rigid.
Everything hurts.
Everything hurts, and that's the weather I don't like. But I mean, if we don't get snow, we're not gonna get, I guess, that crunchy, painful stuff. Meteorologists keep saying we're gonna have snow for Christmas, but I don't know. Meteorology is like the weirdest job. Because you can be weird or wrong like 9% or 90% of the time, and you're just still having a job. Oh yeah, electric blanket. I've got a heater on me right now, but it's cold down here. Does anybody have any cool plans for the weekend? I'm just gonna be working and streaming on my day, but otherwise, what are you guys gonna be doing? should have gotten some coffee or something or tea. My mind is like, no. I don't like your coffee.
No, I mean real coffee.
That's okay. Hi, Wubbles. Even if you can't stay, I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Oh no, Nightshade. I hate that, especially when it's like a little rock and it's one and it cracks your windshield and you're like, damn it! That happened to me recently and it's like I just got my windshield replaced a couple years ago. Not even a couple years. It was basically right before I moved to Wisconsin. It's like, damn it. Come on. Come on! Alcohol and chips. Hey, by train, yeah!
Oh, neat.
Don't be anxious. Trains are cool.
It's fun.
They're really pretty.
2 tips. Bring something to draw with.
Mm.
And tip number 2, sit in the direction that the train is going
Yes.
if you get car sick.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to have a time.
It sucks.
But also, if it's like it's more than like a 2-hour train ride, well, I think actually if it's like a not a Greyhound, an Amtrak, if it's a longer ride, they have a really cool car that has like you can buy like meals. Yeah, I don't know if it's meals. Sometimes they have meals.
Snacks? Snack car?
But yeah, basically you snacks, drinks, alcohol. It's pretty cool. Some of them have like a train car that's just like glass dome, so you just go in there and just look at everything.
Yeah, where are those ones? We haven't seen one of those yet.
That's an Amtrak.
What do we go on metros?
Yeah, we go on the metro. So we haven't been on one.
Um.
We haven't even been on one. Oh my god.
She says, "Oh my glob."
Oh my glob.
Wubbles, are you talking about the one with the guy with the sword? Did you finish it? Oh my god, Soggy, get it. Do what makes you happy, Soggers. Or as Gabe calls you, Saji.
Saji. Massagy.
Massagey.
Yeah, don't be afraid of getting up and walking around in the train.
Make sure you get there early though, so you can get a nice spot.
Yeah.
If you get there late, you might get stuck with something crappy.
Some of them are reserved though. Sometimes like on some trains, some of the longer trains, you get a reserved seat. So it's sort of like the plane
We never have gotten that.
because we're on the metro.
Oh.
Also, we were in England.
I mean, just in general, get there early.
Yeah, bingo.
I mean, that's good for any travel advice. Get there early, just in case anything happens. Because a lot of things when traveling are out of your control, so it's good to just be prepared for them in case anything happens.
Oh, good, Christy.
Oh, the guy with the gun. Oh, I'm sorry, I said sword, didn't I? Yeah, Wubbles, the guy with the gun. I'm not with it right now. Sorry, everybody, I'm super off. But yeah, remember, no streams Thursday through Sunday next week. A week from today, no streams.
Christy, this means you get to work on more traditional.
Oh no, Christy, I don't have anything against digital. It is just easier. I mean, yeah, do digital if that's what you like. I'm not saying I'm gonna hate you or something. I'll hate you if you sell fan art.
I'm gonna hate you.
Gabe won't hate you.
But a loving kind of hate you.
I mean,
like,
Gabe does what you're talking about all the time. Like, he does a lot of thumbnails digitally, and,
yeah.
you know, don't worry about it. Work what way you like to work, you know? Don't let anybody, you know, make fun of you or anything. Shit. Where? Oh, good. These jelly rolls come in handy a lot. This dog has very blue eyes. I use these very seldom, only in cases like this. This dog has very piercing blue eyes. And nothing I could use that I have could really get this effect. Have any of you moved a lot or lived in various places, like many places? And if so, do you have any tips or tricks on apartments or anything? Just curious. Oh, okay. Hold on, Wobbles. I mean, I've moved a bunch of times, but all those times I wasn't in charge of the apartment. Like, it wasn't under my name, really. But, I mean, I guess there's one time. But that was weird, because that was college, and I wasn't technically paying for the rent. My loans were, so, yeah. Anyway. Oh, man, I have to catch up in this.
All right, Wobbles.
Bye, Wobbles. Oh, your progress is great. Good job. Really good stances and weight distribution on those. Good work. Wow, I'm way behind today in the Discord. Dang. Ooh. Also, if anybody needs packing peanuts, do not buy them from Office Depot. Unless you want to cut off and sacrifice your arm and your leg. I don't know why they charge so much. Like, I don't know how they can do that. Convenience for people, I guess?
Yeah, basically.
Instead of people ordering in bulk. Damn. That is ridiculous. Get them on Amazon. Like everything. They'll be cheaper. Hey, Mage. Oh, good, Christy. Bravo. Good work. That's worth celebrating. Oh, a reflection page. That's a really cool idea. That's something to look forward to then.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Yeah, Mage, for the most part, they're They're crap. I feel you. I feel you. I just consider restaurants in general like splurging. Like if you just go out to eat, you're already splurging. So if you want a Coke with your meal, go for it. But like usually we don't go out to eat. So like I said, if we're already going out to eat, it's already some sort of occasion or thing. So I try not to feel too bad about that. But if for some reason I've been eating out a lot, like if it's at a convention, then yeah, I won't. I'll just get water. Just because it does add up. Are you gonna send him those head sketches?
I'm gonna have to set up something.
Markup is real. Yeah, I could see that. Absolutely see that.
Soaked? Why are
Oh,
you
no.
soaking your sketchbooks?
I don't think she means to. I think she means like spilled stuff.
God.
I feel you, Mage. Gotta be thrifty sometimes. Okay. I know I'm gonna do this red, because she has a lot of red stuff.
Cooking your own meals is the king.
Yep, we love doing that. That's really all we do. We
Okay.
only order out if, like, we have no time.
I think frozen meals are like the way people survive. Some people survive. Because, I mean, they are affordable, I guess. They're not great for you, but...
Sometimes you have to sacrifice one thing for the other.
Yes, Renee, you're right. They are unhealthy, but I think some people don't care.
They either don't care or they can't help it.
Yeah.
I know that.
Some people just don't know how to cook.
That too. Like, one of my favorite meals I make is just instead of buying actual spaghetti sauce that's expensive and bad for you, just get a can of diced tomatoes and just pour that in and add some oregano, salt, and it tastes great. Gabe can back that up. We usually make a meat sauce out of it too by just adding in veggie beef.
You know what? Actually,
Hi, Lychee.
Hey, Lychee.
What?
Last night I had spaghetti, and I had it with.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was all right. It was like way too sugary, way too.
But it didn't compare to the other one.
Yeah, no, like you know, it was just it. I don't know. It was
Are you
weird.
giving me an indirect compliment, Gabe?
I'm saying that, like, I guess that, like, I am now used to the healthy version, so it tastes better than it.
And plus, the diced tomatoes are like $1 something, if that. So you're saving $2 already by not getting the crazy expensive bad for you sauce. And yeah, and also if you want something even healthier, which it's gonna sound crazy, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of zoodles, where you take zucchini and you either use a spiralizer or you cut it up real thin, and the zucchini becomes your noodles. And zucchini doesn't really have a taste to it, similar to pasta, where it's kind of just a vehicle, you know? So I really like it as a swap out, because then I can have a giant fucking bowl and not feel horrible about it. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, Serenity. I'm the same way. Totally the same way. Get stomach aches. I want to add blue on her, but I don't. I'm being very indecisive today. I hate that. I really hate that, because that's part of the reason some of these take so long, is I'm thinking of color things, you know?
Oh, thank you, Lychee.
Aw, thanks, Lychee. Thank you. You're sweet. It's very nice of you. It's nice to hear, especially when things be getting hard lately. Stuff be difficult. Clovey's getting stressed. I'll make my deadline. It's just gonna kill me. That's all. Not a big deal. Okay, Serenity. Thank you. I really appreciate you doing that for me and the group. That's really nice of you. Thank you, Lychee. She's unfortunately dead, but she's still adorable, and she does have one eye. Her name is Scout. I always like that name. I think it's a cute name. Alright, so they have this padded stuff sometimes, and I kind of want to make that brown, which I think I'll do regardless, but I don't know if I want the tunic to be the same color as the cape, or if I want it to be blue. I think maybe I should make it blue. Just because if I make it red, I might have some sort of trouble with it blending in with the cape. I don't want that. Did you guys hear about the new Ghibli movie that's coming out? It's kind of like a Harry Potter type scenario, which I don't really like. I don't like the mass production of wizards and witches and all that junk. But it does look really cute, and I think a lot of people are probably gonna like it. It's called Mary and the Witch's Flower, and it's basically about a little girl that finds a flower that gives her powers, and then suddenly she's a witch, and she goes. It's kind of like a Spirited Away situation. Like she ends up going to this witch place and getting taught how to use her powers and stuff, and meets people along the way. but it feels very, very Harry Potter. So I'm sure a lot of you that like Harry Potter will probably enjoy it. Yeah, I don't think it's Miyazaki though. I think it's just Ghibli. I didn't look that up because some Ghibli movies, the ones that don't have Miyazaki tied to it, are not very good. Yeah, it was directed by Yone Bayashi, who did, well, I guess at least he did Mononoke. Yeah, Spirited Away. Howl's Moving Castle. He was a key animator. The ones he directed, though, he did Arrietty. I liked Arrietty a lot. When Marnie was there, that one was a little bit just, bleh. Nothing really happened. And actually, I feel like I thought of a better ending while I was watching it than it actually gave me. You ever have that? I mean, we did it with that one movie where we thought of a better ending than it actually had. And we were so let down by it. I forgot.
Is it the monster thing? The monster one?
Monster one.
The Monster Calls? The kid?
It might have been Monster Calls, yeah. We were thinking of something way better.
Mm-hmm.
The one about planes was The Wind Rises. That's one of my favorite ones, though, honestly. I love that one. Like, as a story about passion, it's very accurate. And I really appreciate how accurate it is. I need to watch Marnie again. I don't think I fully absorbed it. Because I actually thought for a majority of it, it was about, two little lesbian girls. And then it ended up not being about that, and I was like, oh, that took a weird twist. Like at the end, and I was like, okay. Well, they say it's from Studio Ghibli, so I don't know it. He says it's his last one, but he is working on another one already. Hi, Peach! Tim hated The Wind Rises. You guys can give him crap on that. He didn't like that, and I thought this was really cool, that all the, plane noises were actually by mouth. They weren't made by, all the actual environment noises, too, like the earthquake scene, that was all people, using their mouths. It was a cappella, all the rumbling, the FX, all of that was by mouth, and I thought that was really cool. Tim hated that. I thought that was really interesting, because usually he would like that kind of stuff. I think he needs to watch it again. He also hates Pacific Rim, and I think he just needs to watch it again. I think at the time he had watched those movies probably with people who were extra critical and who didn't know how to have fun. So I think if he watched it either by himself or with the right people, he'd like them more. Oh yeah, I cried at The Wind Rises too. It's a good one. I don't know, there's so many Ghibli ones I just really love. You guys are gonna hate me, but I can't really stand Spirited Away because Chihiro, her character is just so annoying. And I think it's because of the voice actress, but I can't handle it. It's just a movie about complaining, in my opinion. I can't.
Hi, Peach. Hey, Trent.
Hi, Trent.
Peach is here too.
Yeah, I said hi to her earlier. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Porco Rosso was fun. The raccoon one was funny. It was a little too long. Pompoko is what that one was called. It was too long. It did not need to be that long. It's crazy long. Nausicaa, I love. Howl's Moving Castle might be my favorite, just because I love that it's kind of like a romantic comedy. I like Princess Mononoke, but who doesn't, you know? Arrietty is cute because I already liked The Borrowers, and I like the idea of micro worlds, so that's really up my alley. And Kiki's just a fun one, you know? I like having that one in the background. Tombo's funny. We like Tombo.
Mm-hmm. Such a shit.
Yeah. I know the Bamboo Princess, Princess Kaguya, wasn't technically Miyazaki, you know, that whole thing, but that one was also just very blah. It was a neat style, but it's boring. I don't know. But yeah, Wind Rises is definitely a good one. Like Gabe hadn't seen that, so I felt kind of lucky to be able to, you know, share that with him. Because it's a good one to show to other creatives and passionate people, I feel like. Gabe, did you like it?
Wind Rises?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like it really portrayed how you're living in your head. You know? I thought that was good.
It was very, like, political too, I guess?
It was, yeah, it was. But it wasn't enough to turn me off like some other political movies. Like, I don't like Star Wars because it's too political in my eyes.
I feel like you would enjoy Star Wars if they just cut out all
They had more
political
cute,
stuff.
like, character-driven stuff. Like, if they had focused more on Luke and his journey throughout all the movies, not just, you know, when he was accepting being a Jedi and getting trained and shit.
Well, I think that's why, like, the newer movies are just...
Based on Rey?
No. The ones in the middle. The ones that came out in the 2000s. Like, those are boring because it's all about politics.
Yeah,
But
that's
then,
what
like,
I'm saying. I hate anything with the word Federation.
Yeah, but the first three was all, like, you know, there's shit blowing up and people getting shot, hands getting cut off.
Yeah.
With a little bit of Federation shit mixed in there.
It was at least more magical, I feel like.
That's it.
Yeah. I want you guys to know, though, that I think the best thing that ever came out of the Star Wars IP is Caravan of Courage and the Battle for Endor, the Ewok spin-off movies. They're damn fun and adorable. I just dropped $45. How many weeks ago? Last week?
Mm-hmm.
Last week on the DVD because it's so damn rare. It's really hard to find. And I've been looking for years to find that. And I finally found it, and Gabe was like, this is $45. And I was like, yeah, I know.
It's a Christmas present.
Yeah, basically, because I can't find it. And it's not that sort of thing that you could download either. Like, it's just stupid rare. So I was like, Gabe, I have to get this. I don't think you understand. You're not going to understand, but I'm getting this. He was like, okay. When we watch, Gabe, you will understand.
No, I've seen parts of it. I get it.
Yeah.
I get how magical it is, but...
I mean, it's when Wicket rides on a hang glider. It's real cool. I know I might get some major hate for this, but I'm just saying.
For what? Major hate for what?
No, all my Star Wars stuff.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, but Starship Troopers is great. It's tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
That Federation type of propaganda is awesome. Like, if Star Wars could be like that, okay. That'd be fun. I would like Star Wars.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
It was over the top.
Yeah.
It was so good. I love it. I love Starship Troopers. Do we own it? I can't remember. I think I bought it at some point. Yeah, Starship Troopers is great. It's awesome.
Would you like to know more?
Let's do this. That was in early 90s, right?
So,
Was that around Dread and Demolition Man?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say this, the style of all the props and everything. Same with RoboCop, even though RoboCop I know is a little bit earlier. I love that style. Like, I don't know why every time I see like chunky plastic props and things, I get excited because those movies are so great. Great. I do too, Mage. Usually movies that people hate, I end up liking a lot. So I really can't listen to any like reviews or anything. Because I love the movies I love, and that's it. One of my most hated things is talking to people about movies, like in person. When someone's just arguing with you about movies, and it's like, dude, I'm not gonna change how I feel about this movie. You can't make me know, it's a bad movie or something. It's like, I'm not gonna talk you out of movies you like or hate. You're not gonna do it for me. It's almost religious, I like what I like. I mean, maybe the only time you can really do that is when it's about, like, example, Whiplash, again. Like, if it's got a really good topic to discuss that's not really about the movie itself, but opens up, like, an actual dialogue about something, I think that's good. But movies themselves, it's like, unless you're all directors or movie makers yourselves, it's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Or if you've taken classes or something. So otherwise it's just opinions.
Some good things to recommend
What?
To Nightshade.
Oh, Nightshade. Not Wonder Woman. What kind of movies do you usually like, Nightshade?
Kent likes Super Pop.
Oh, thank you, Kent. Where is it? Where is he? Well, then watch Army of Darkness, Ray. Feed the need. You mean Trent, Gabe. Trent.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Trent. He will get it eventually.
Worse than Tim.
No, you're not. Tim has a lot of people to remember. In fact, if I was in his shoes, I think there would be a point where he's not amused. When I probably would stop learning about people. Like, if we ended up getting 100 people in here at once, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna get tough.
I don't know if we stopped learning about them. I mean,
we would try. We would absolutely try.
I think we would try to have conversations with them.
Oh yeah, we would try. It's just like trying to remember where you're from, what you do. Kind of like we have a good understanding right now of what you guys are all about. I think at some point though we'd have to taper back off that, because that could just get crazy. Like, I understand why it's so hard for Tim. He's got so many people. Granted, he's trying to teach them too, which that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I was actually because I was listening to a stream about the hands, and it's like, well, you're sitting there teaching, like, you can't have conversations about things.
Yeah.
As readily as we can, I guess.
Which I kind of wish he would, but.
I mean, I think he's always gonna want to be that educator.
Yeah. And that's why he doesn't really want to loosen up, I don't think.
Yeah. And I guess as long as people keep asking him to explain things, then.
Yeah, that's the thing. People do just in his stream ask him, hey, can you draw this? How do you draw this? Can you show me how to do this? It's like, well, yeah.
Or I guess ours is, we talk about,
train porn?
And condiments.
Oh, God. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. That is a hot topic. Much discuss.
It's torrid.
No. Torrid came out way later. I actually didn't know anyone that bought anything from there. Do you guys know anybody that bought anything from Torrid? Did you yourself buy stuff from Torrid?
Did they have Gadzooks
What is that?
in Minnesota?
What is that?
It was like Hot
Ki-
Topic, but more for clubbers.
No. We had, like, Rue. Rue's kind of for clovers. But we have Rue here, too. I don't know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, alright. I was about to say, Nightshade, you just watched that on your own? You watched Pete's Dragon and Trolls on your own?
I'll go watch Demolition Man,
Oh,
Nightshade.
hell yeah, Nightshade. Go watch that shit. We might just have to have that on tonight.
Oh, Sunny was on. Aw, damn it. Yeah, Christy. Oh my god. There's some movies, if you just play one scene from them, I'm gone. Like, I will totally just bawl my ass off. I can't handle some. I get very emotional. And actually, I haven't let Gabe see me cry at a few that I usually cry at. I feel silly. I don't want you to make fun of me. Yeah, and that's why I think he can't tame the lion either. You know?
He wants to be on top.
He would have to start learning about people. He would have to totally change who he is. I don't think he would want to do that really deep down because it's who he is. You know, if Tim totally changed, he wouldn't be Tim anymore. However, I guess I'm a clownfish.
Oh, I guess also it's not. We keep saying Tim, but this is Von Art. You know, like it's not Tim. Because Tim does like to get to know people. Like he likes to get to know people in real life.
It depends.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean, though. Like,
Yeah.
if it's somebody that he wants to get to know, he'll get to know them. But he's a teacher, first and foremost.
I did want to see Romeo and Juliet just because it looks silly.
Nomeo?
Yeah, it was a 3D one. Wasn't there someone,
Yeah.
like Justin Timberlake or some crap in that one? There was somebody that was a big name that was in Romeo and Juliet, and I can't remember who. But it looked cute. The animation was meh, but it looked cute. Yeah, man. I don't know, I got my favorite movies I put on when the ones I've seen a million times. What movies have you guys seen a million times that you still love?
League of Their Own.
Oh yeah. Gabe and I can quote back and forth to each other a ton of League of Their Own. That's how you know when you found the one. That and there's another movie we do. Step Brothers. Talladega, sorta. Some funny movies. Yes, Christy. Like, one is the ice dance scene in Edward Scissorhands. I will cry really bad. I can't even think about it. I won't do it. I've cried at puppies before. It depends on the day. I think that's just a girl thing, too. Yeah, Legend, the end of Legend gets me choked up, like when they're all waving. It's so cheesy. I don't even care. It's so
just waving
sweet.
at the camera, right?
Well, no, they're waving to each other. Because Jack and Mia Sarah, so Tom Cruise and Mia Sarah, or, you know, Lily and Jack, they're going off to start their lives together. They're leaving the forest. They're becoming adults. And, you know, Pan, or Gump. Yeah, Gump and the little guys. I always forget their names. Screwball, Brown Tom.
That guy's voice always freaked me out, though.
The one that.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, Gump's voice?
Yeah, he was the little.
Like he's talking like a song. I love it though. I love it.
We gotta go get the devil.
I saw Hoodwinked in the theater.
Oh, God.
Surprisingly, we skipped a class to go see it because we were like animation kids, and we're like, let's go watch animation, still learn it, and it was alright. It was cute. Yeah, there are some movies that just hit home. What are some movies you know all the words to that you could almost recite, like thinking at the beginning, and then you could just go and recite the movie? Because mine would probably be The Crow at the top. The Crow I can do. Willow is probably my favorite movie. Ray, you totally nailed it. Willow is one of those ones that nothing has ever compared to Willow. It's like a near perfect movie. Script wise and just story wise, everything. It's fantastic. Fucking Ron Howard never did anything near that after that point.
Ran Ham.
Jonas, which The Fall? The one with all the characters, the Darwin guy and the Demolitions guy, that one? Or another Fall? Because there's like 3 movies called The Fall. The Fall is super good though. Jonas, if you told Tim that, he'd love that if you told him that. I think The Fall is one of Tim's favorite. That and Synecdoche, New York.
Okay.
We haven't seen that yet. He said it'll fuck us up. I was gonna say Jurassic World, Ray? Really? Okay, Jurassic Park, yeah. Oh, Super Troopers, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I can basically quote The Crow, Edward Scissorhands, and a few comedy movies. There's one we usually watch that I do too. Gabe's not the type to recite things like this though. Except for comedy movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Princess Bride. I feel like you could get a group of people that don't even know each other together and watch The Princess Bride and everybody knows the lines. I feel like that's one of those. As it should, Nightshade. As it should. Let's see. Let's go with 88, I guess. Gabe and I usually quote Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly movies. Because they're good. Mainly Step Brothers and Talladega Nights. We like being silly. And he'll usually do it on stream, too. And I try to tell him, not everybody knows it, Gabe.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
They can get with it.
They can get with it. And my boss says dog, 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 dog.
Eat recycled food.
Oh, yeah. I love that Judge Dredd, man. I love both of the Judge Dredds.
It's good for the environment and okay for you.
All those, like, 90s sci-fi movies, I am a sucker for. Demolition Man, Judge Dredd. What else was around that time? Total Recall. Last Action Hero, I will put in there. That's a fun one. I still really enjoy Escape from New York and LA.
Come on.
Stop bullshitting me.
Stop bullshitting me.
And let's all talk about how Terminator 2 is a fantastic movie. Because everybody knows it.
Oh, we just saw, what's it called? What's it called?
Take your time.
With Arnold. And he's like fighting the devil.
Oh, we just watched End of Days because I've always been curious about it because I have a thing for like apocalyptic Bible movies. Like, I love the Bible as a book. I don't believe a word of it, but I love it as just a mythos. And goddamn, anything you give me that's based on that or like witchcraft or anything like that, I'm totally gonna watch it. So like End of Days, Constantine. I mean, that's why I dig Supernatural so bad. What else do I like? Anything where they fight the devil. I love the devil. He's great. He's so fun. He does stuff. God doesn't do anything. The devil's really proactive. He'll do things.
He used to do things.
Yeah.
The first book.
Except the Ninth Gate, dude. The Ninth Gate, that movie was such a just anticlimactic bullshit. I was like, really?
Mhm.
I love Bram Stoker's Dracula. That was a great character. I don't know. Oh, Wreck-It Ralph. Nightshade.
I'm gonna wreck it.
He choked up at the end. Yeah, all the Kung Fu Pandas are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Ever seen a movie so bad you walked out of the theater? Yes. Though I can't remember what it was now. I would have walked out on Wonder Woman if I saw it in the theater. I couldn't walk out of my living room, though. Not easily, especially after I bought it. I want my money back.
The Insider, for me.
What was that?
It's a movie with Russell Crowe, and he, like...
You walked out on a Russell Crowe movie? Is that bad?
It was The Insider. It's a thing about him going up against Big Tobacco, and it was just like, what the fuck?
Did he throw a phone at anybody?
I don't even remember because it was that awful. Was
he trying to copy Leo? With how Leo does all the climate change shit? He was trying to be like, you know?
No, because it was like it's based off a real story.
Oh.
So somebody thought adults would enjoy it, I guess.
Weird.
It was like a super drama.
Weird. The
Like
Insider?
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Like,
dude, that movie is so boring.
Like, mega boring.
Like, who is it for? Because old people fall asleep.
Yeah, they go there to watch it and then they fall asleep.
I was so hyped at Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy because I was like, oh man, I love all these people.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Oldman, Ben, I love them, right? And then I start watching, I'm like, okay, this is gonna get good.
You walked out on Matrix 2? Why?
Oh, come on, who did that?
Was it the sex scene? I absolutely loved the Tom Green movie. Daddy, would you like some sausages? So good. So stupid. You should have stuck around to the end. You shouldn't. Freddy Got Fingered is amazing. It's so amazing. You walked out of the village? What?
I like The Village. I like M. Night movies for the most part. I liked The Village, I like Devil, I like Lady in the Water, I like those other ones I can't think of. Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, those are good. Last Airbender doesn't count, that's horrible. Really bad, really, really bad. I didn't see the schizophrenia one. Split, I didn't see that.
You look like Kristen Stewart. What?
What was that movie we went to see that everybody liked that we were like, no, this is bad? And we were in the theater and we're like, this is really bad. I think just you and I went to see it at 10 a.m. or something. It was like a couple months ago.
Oh, Freddy. Yeah,
dude, The Happening is awesome! You guys gotta watch it knowing it's a joke. Okay, if you watched it thinking that movie is supposed to be serious, you were watching with the wrong mindset. Mm-hmm. You have to watch it like it was Killer Tomatoes or The Birds, something like that, where it's really tongue-in-cheek.
Just think of the scene where Marky Mark is like, it's the trees. They're trying to tell us something.
And he goes up to a plant and he's like, hey, plant. How's your mother? How's your mom? But there's one guy that just... Marky Mark's like watching him and he goes and he lays in front of farm machinery and just gets cut up. It's hilarious and scary. Anyway, watch it again. They just did a shit poor job marketing it. Mm-hmm.
I think also like he was stuck in that like everyone is expecting it to be like, you know, something crazy.
Oh my god, we love Marky Mark. Have you guys seen Pain and Gain? Oh my god, with The Rock, it's so good. It's so good.
We need to watch...
Say hi to your mother for me.
We need to watch the Ted.
No.
Yeah. Because it's just Mark being a pothead the whole time.
Yeah, but I can't stand Seth MacFarlane sometimes.
But then it's also got... What's his face in it?
Who?
Flash Gordon.
What Flash Gordon?
Like the Flash Gordon dude from the Flash Gordon movie.
I don't know who that is.
I know. But it's like very relevant.
Okay.
To the Flash Gordon thing.
Gabe, this is what I'm talking about.
If you've seen Flash Gordon, you would understand.
Well, I tried to get the DVD at the
I know,
place,
I
and
couldn't
you...
find it.
No, it was there. An old one was.
Oh, yeah. Flash Gordon's great. Actually, where the hell is my freaking... I ordered Lockout and Battle for LA. Did anybody see Battle for LA?
You ordered them?
Yeah, remember? Because
Oh,
it was like
yeah.
$8 for both of them.
Right. Dude,
One DVD.
you guys remember Gamer? It was actually okay. It was kind of fun. Also, I really fucking like Death Race. The Death Race that's got Ian McShane and Jason Statham. That's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's fun. It's really fun. I like fun movies. I like to have fun. Fun is fun.
Ah.
Ray said, Battle for LA is okay.
It was
It's
awesome.
okay.
I mean, it was okay, but it's.
Gabe has actually really bad taste in movies.
But it's.
I'm
it's,
learning this.
But it's the. We both like the.
Apocalyptic.
Yeah, apocalyptic movies. Hip hop.
Oh, that is one of my guilty pleasures, is watching natural disaster movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Like Twister, like Day After Tomorrow, Volcano, Donnie's Peak, 2012. Oh my god, 2012 was so fun.
That's basically what Battle for LA is.
Is it?
I mean, there's
It's
like
aliens though.
yeah, but it's like it's also very District 9-ish.
I
In
do
a
like
sense,
District 9.
But Ray doesn't like District 9.
I'm sorry, Ray. I don't know why. Then again, you and I like Chappie, and apparently no one on Earth likes Chappie.
Oh man, Chappie was so damn good. Who liked Chappie?
Come on. Because we loved the Antword, and we thought they were fun. Okay, we thought they were fun.
Because it was.
I mean, they were very much themselves, and, like, Chappie was cute. It was Johnny Five now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It was well adapted to the time. Yeah, Chappie. Ray, do you mean you like, oh my god, why am I blanking on this name? What the fuck? I was just thinking of him a minute ago. 2012 guy, why am I...
Oh.
What's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we blanking? Say anything. What the fuck?
Well, all I got is Hugh Jackman stuck in my head now. But yeah, it's a Hugh Jackman movie. Hugh Jackman was great.
No, we're talking about 2012 right now. John Cusack.
Mm.
John Cusack. Thank you.
But I love Hugh Jackman's running around in those like tiny shorts and with his mullet.
Dude, did you
so
guys see Hugh Jackman though in Real Steel? That is the best kids movie I've seen in a really goddamn long time. Like, Real Steel was so good for kids. It was just a decent movie for adults, but for kids, it was a great kids movie.
especially kids without dads.
Kids without dads, I guess.
No, actually no, because then he gets to rekindle his
Yeah, that's a bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's bad.
that's bad.
these kids hoping for dad.
Yeah, maybe my dad will come back and we'll build giant robots together
Nope.
and fight in Robot Boxing League. And that Kevin Durant guy or whatever was in it, and he's always a creepy looking guy.
Oh, the blob.
Yeah, the blob guy, yeah. He just, something about him, just, he's eerie. Like, he just looks eerie. I don't get it.
Little Nemo, that was good.
Little Nemo or Finding Nemo?
Little Nemo.
The one about Dreamland?
Yeah, that was cool.
Which one? The old one?
The one
There's a
that's really
couple.
well animated, I guess. The one that they made the NES game off of.
Mm.
I think it was a Japanese made thing.
I was gonna say, I think there was an anime, but there's one that was made in, like, I think the 1950s or some shit.
Adventures in Slumberland.
Dreamland?
Oh, it is Japanese. It's Japanese. Yeah, it's Adventures in Slumberland. I don't know what the other one's called.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mage. Natural disaster movies are my guilty pleasures. Like, do you guys remember Donnie's Peak? Okay? The part where Grandma was carrying the person in the water and the water's acid and Grandma's getting eaten alive by, like, the lava water? That's not life safe, man. That stayed with me. Always. I was like, that Grandma is hardcore. And she's screaming bloody murder while she's getting fucking dissolved. She was dissolving, you guys. Her body was, like, dissolving. She should have actually went into shock. That doesn't make any sense. Now that I think about it. Either way, hardcore Grandma. But yeah, those movies are scary. Even if they're funny, they're scary. That's why I want to see that one. Did anybody see Geostorm? Oh my god. I need to see Geostorm. You don't understand. It's one of those things. I have to see it. I love those kind of shitty movies, dude. They're so fun. And it's like some rich ass hat has so much money that he's like, let's make a movie about weather. You're like, yeah, let's do that. Huh?
All the weather.
All the weather. Geostorm, should we make it about blizzards or volcanoes? Do everything. Like the way you think, guy. Deep Impact. Yes. Same thing. Same thing. I didn't see the core. Was the core fun? Dude, in the beginning of Dante's Peak, too, when those kids are skinny dipping, oh my god, that was so scary. And then, like, Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones when he's, like, down in the subway. That was nuts. Alright, Holly. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, Holly.
You take care. Have a good night's sleep. I think I'm missing a couple of those movies. Oh, and Twister is just fun. If you can't enjoy Twister, come on. Especially the part when it's ripping up the theater screen at the same time that he's breaking through the door. That was fantastic, guys. That was fantastic. I could never take Bill Paxton seriously, though. Who died, Paxton or Pullman?
Paxton.
You sure?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Game over, man.
Mm-hmm.
Game over. And I mean, alien movies are always good. Like, movies about aliens. Obviously, Alien and Aliens are good. Independence Day. I didn't see the new Independence Day. I heard it sucked. Did the new Independence Day suck? Did anybody see it? That came out, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Damn it. That sucks. Oh, kitty. Chris, did you put a picture of your kitty in the Discord in the pets channel? Oh, dude, Poltergeist messed me up. Messed me up real good. I couldn't be around static TVs for years. I still have, like, get creeped out if I'm around one. I can't do it. Like, the part with the worm coming alive and the closet. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, Mage. I was probably the only one that cried straight the first 20 minutes of Wall-E. Like, just him going about his day was so cute. I cried the entire way through. Like, it was crazy. Ferngully's okay. Watch it again. It's a bit sexist. Dude, What Dreams May Come? I cry all the time in that movie. All the time. It's emotional. It's just crazy. It's like sad porn, you know, where not like porn that's sad, but like if you want to feel sad, you watch that because you know it's just going to make you sad. Lychee, just the little girl did. The one that played something Lynn. I forget. It was like Katie Lynn, or I forgot what her name was. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's another Fern Gully?
Oh yeah,
Let me guess. Is it Return to Fern Gully?
probably.
God damn it.
So let's try to fuck it up again because they don't stop.
The fact they made 15 Land Before Times.
Mhm.
Nope. Land Before Time I can't watch. I can't watch it anymore. I just can't. The mom dying thing hits too close now where I'm done. Can't do it. Can't do it. It's the score too. Oh my god. If you get a movie with a good score that always makes you cry, if you hear that song and you're not even watching the movie, you're done. You are done. Oh, Serenity, why? Is it that bad? I don't plan on it. They also made a Secret of Nim 2, and it's... No. No, I watched the trailer and I'm already out. No. Hi, John Miller.
Hey John.
We're discussing movies currently. And I don't know why, because I usually hate doing that. As long as nobody's trying to, I guess, shit on my movie or tell me it's bad, I'm okay with that. As long as none of us are really doing that and trying to get... I think it's when nerds get angry. That's what I don't like. Because when I went to school with a lot of nerdy movie guys that would they'd just talk about it all the goddamn time. And it was so maddening because they'd never accomplish anything. That's the other thing. When people argue about movies, usually they don't get anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're just arguing to argue and get, talk about some points, and then, like, that's it.
It's sort of like you said, like the religion.
Yeah, it's a stalemate. Like, it's a religious thing. I don't know. It's weird. I don't really understand it unless you're, like, film critics and you're trying to rate it. Okay. But, like, if you're just Joe Schmo and you're just arguing with your friends about movies, it's like, why are you guys wasting your time? Why are you doing that?
And then they get into a fight.
Yeah, and then they get into a fight, and then they're not friends anymore. It's like, what happened?
She didn't like Dread.
Yeah, why did you break up with Becky, Josh? Well, she didn't like Judge Dredd. Well, which one? The 80s one? Or sorry, the 90s one or the 2000s one? Oh, the 80s one. Well, I'd leave you too, Josh. Oh, Serenity. Yeah, anything by Don Bluth, I love, though. So, like, All Dogs Go to Heaven, Secret of Nim, he did Land Before Time, Rescuers, all that stuff. That's, like, what I grew up with and I really like. Just because he, like, his team was always true to life, like, they would have characters die. You know, for a long time, Disney wouldn't do that. I think the most recent one I know of where a character died and stayed dead was in The Princess and the Frog. That was like the only newer Disney movie I can think of where a main character died and they kept it dead. You know, you haven't seen that still. We need to show you that. It's a cute movie. But it's like back when Disney was cool, in my opinion, was when Don Bluth was working there, and that's when, shit was real. Like they talked about killing characters and stuff was dark, and they'd have like characters that actually drank and stuff, and it made sense because some people had to deal with that. So I don't know. It made sense to me. Yeah, I think that was during the Dumbo phase too, where Dumbo had his trip when he got drunk.
Oh.
He saw the pink elephants and it was scary. It was scary.
I guess Moana's grandma, but She's not
I don't
actually
count that
dead.
because she's still there.
Yeah.
She's still there. I wouldn't count that.
I think she's a little too happy after she dies. She doesn't actually like grieve. There's no grieving.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the rest of the movie, she's just.
It
on
wasn't
an
a
adventure.
sad occasion, really.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. In Princess and the Frog, it's actually really, really sad. I mean, it's happy sad, it's cute sad, but it's like sad. No one say who died, because Gabe hasn't seen it.
Does the frog die?
No, I'm not telling you. You gotta see it. There's a lot of commendable things in that movie. Mage, that's great. Like she said, they all die, Gabe. Okay. Did you have a big breakfast?
No, not really.
Not
I had
really.
my.
You had something in Doritos.
My pizza. The rest of the pizza.
Isn't that live action, Ray? If I was a rich man. Bitty bitty bum. Never knew what that movie was actually about, though. Is it about him not being a rich man?
No, it's about Jewish life in wherever they're from. And
Was that a Disney movie?
nah.
Oh.
It's like just growing up, like all the things that they have to go through, you know, like all their religious things and their culture and shit like that.
Oh. Dude, have you guys seen the Peter Pan, though, with Jeremy Sumpter? It was like the 2001, maybe, Peter Pan? That's a damn good Peter Pan. I think it's 2001. I would have bet that kid grew up really, really attractive, but he didn't. Yeah, right? It's a really good Peter Pan. I didn't see Pan, though, the new one where Hugh Jackman was like Blackbeard or something. Tim saw it and he said it was crap. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, the one I'm talking about is 2003. Okay. Yeah, that's what people are saying. The new Peter Pan sucked. So I didn't even want to try. Yeah, Hook is amazing still. I think Hook will always be amazing. Oh, bye, Trent.
See you later, dude.
Have a good day at work, bro. I don't like how intricate this glove is, you guys. I haven't the entire time I've been making this piece. If you don't like something and it keeps staring you in the face, get rid of it. Because obviously you got bad feelings about it. I didn't like how intricate it was right there, and it felt like it was intricate for the sake of being intricate. And remember what I said about detail? Too much detail in an area that's not important can really derail your piece and actually steal people's gaze from it. This was one of those instances. And it was ugly. And it's like I would work around it and be like, God, I don't like that part. It's like, if you don't like that part, change it. Let's make this a strap. It steals the gaze. Sorry, Lychee. All the gays are gone. They've been stolen. By who we don't know. It is up to you, Lychee. Save the gays. Save them. I think I'm doing a decent job juggling things right now. What do you think, Gabe?
In terms of what?
Talking and arting?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's been 2 hours already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I forgot to put up that we have a disc, or not a Discord. Of course we have a Discord. We have a P.O. box. If anyone is interested in sending us whatever, we have a P.O. box now.
Mm-hmm.
Which is exciting for me. I don't know, I've always wanted one, but, you know, I don't know. Feels like, I mean, they're expensive, usually. Like, if it's just you, it can be kind of expensive. But if you're sharing one, here is the P.O. box. It's the poo box.
Poo box?
The poo box. But if you're addressing it specifically to me and Gabe, put Cloverkin or Galvasaur on it instead of Von House. Otherwise, they're gonna disperse it.
They will open it.
So just do Cloverkin, P.O. Box 49, blah, 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 blah. P.O. Box 49. Waukesha. 531870049. That. Yeah. Do that. Then Gabe and I'll get it. Otherwise, those kids are gonna rip it up and take everything. Okay. Does that sword want to be fully gold? I don't know. Probably not. I guess I could. It's okay, Mage. You didn't miss nothing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mage. Did they stop selling those? Is that why they're hard to find now, or
I don't know what those are.
the wide Copics?
Yes.
They stopped selling them?
No.
Oh.
They're just harder to find now. Like, nobody
Why?
carries them.
Why?
They probably just don't.
Sell as well?
Yeah.
That sucks. I really like those ones. Bless you.
I think it's harder to control them, so people don't use them the way that.
But they're so good for, like, urban sketching and drawing buildings and inorganic things.
I think that's the problem, is that they're big.
I bet architects love them.
Yeah. I think they're And most their big market share is people
Did you
doing
say marker share?
market share.
Oh
The biggest market share is anime kids drawing anime.
yeah. Anime kids drawing anime. Oh god. No glitter bombs allowed. Do I think the hand challenge is cool? I wouldn't do it.
I don't know what the hell the hand challenge.
Tim's doing a hand challenge on his stream. I mean,
I know that there's a hand challenge, but I don't know what the challenge is. So
it's drawing hands.
I mean,
Like a hand every day or something.
oh,
Yeah. I just don't get kicks out of drawing parts of the human anatomy, so that's not my thing. I mean, if I was drawing, characters or like animals or something, that'd be different. Like if it was a bird challenge, okay, which I'm gonna guess if Sean gets a chance to make a challenge, he's probably gonna do a bird challenge. But hand challenge isn't for me. It's probably good for up and comers if you want to practice.
And draw the shittiest hands.
Gabe needs a lady challenge
You need a lady challenge.
to draw ladies or noses.
Yeah.
Gabe's weak point is noses. I was going the wrong way. Oh, thank you, Serenity. Wonderful. Good call, too. I think those are supplies. Maybe we should have, like, a references or, like, I wonder, photo dump? I don't know.
What? Oh.
Reference dump?
No, I think this
Supplies is okay? Draw Clovey like one of them French girls, Gambo.
You guys aren't allowed to see her body.
Oh,
Until
Christy.
Until she wants to show me.
Don't worry about it, Christy. Ain't no shame in that. It sucks because if you, like in my case for the Spotify wrap-up thing, like, all my songs were the songs I run to because I run every day, so those are the ones I prefer running to, but that doesn't mean they're my favorite songs or anything. So because of that, my entire list was just absolutely swayed. It was not accurate. It was just like, okay, great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine was also.
I think yours was the same way.
I thought my genre of age was like way younger than what I am.
Really?
I think so.
I mean, no, I guess it was interesting either way, but mine was not accurate just because of that. And I was like, dang it. I wonder how many other people have that problem. Because, I mean, even right now, I'm playing royalty-free music on Spotify for my Twitch channel. So these songs on repeat for hours and hours and hours, however long I stream for, they're going to be recorded as such. And it's like, dang it, that's going to skew it too. So what do? Do I get a new Spotify account just for, that? Or that seems like a waste. It doesn't seem worth it, so it just kind of sucks. Food. Oh, Mage, I'm excited for you. I hope you have a great time tomorrow drawing and relaxing. Modern Rock. I'll be damned, Christy.
Ooh. Story highlights.
I think my main bands this past year were Manson, MSI, and Gary Newman. If I had to say, from what I remember. And some, easy listening stuff. I have a strange music taste. I like really hard stuff, but then I like really soft stuff too. Take that how you will. No. Hi, Corey.
Hey, Corey.
How's your day? I still haven't woken up somehow.
Does anyone here back anyone on Patreon?
Oh yeah, this is good info. Guess you could say it anyway, Gabe.
Oh yeah.
Just say it anyway.
Well, I guess on Patreon they started. They in the past they charge us, like the creators. You know, like if you have a Patreon and you have patrons, they
take the money from us.
yeah they take the transaction fees from our, you know, like monthly. They they take it from us, but now they're changing it so that it takes it from the people backing you or your patrons. So I think a lot of people are getting upset about that. Some people are starting to drop out because like,
They have to pay more. So it's basically like bits here. Because you know when you pay, you buy bits, it's charging you the fee up front for the bits when you buy them. So if you buy $10 worth of bits, you're actually paying like 13, right? Well, now Patreon's doing the same thing, where if you have, let's say, you know, 5 $1 things a month, you're probably paying like $8, you know, instead. So it might actually end up hurting the Patreon artists because people are going to be pulling out of that, you know, instead of helping. They think they're helping us by giving us more money, but at the same time, they're not.
Yeah, because there's a ton of people that it's a percentage. So if you're backing someone at a higher rate, they get hit for more money than what it is. I forget what the
Oh, is
rate
that why Brittany had posted that thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, Brittany doesn't have so much of a problem because all of her pledges are like
$1?
yeah. Well, she asks for $1 on most of her things, but
Yeah.
it's the rate right now is it's 35 cents plus 2.9%. So I mean, if you're like pledging someone, like let's say like $20 a month. times 0.29. $20 times 2.9%.
Hold on, everybody. Gabe's trying the math.
I can't. 20 plus 0.2. Damn it. How do you do? Oh, wait. 20 divided by 0.29, right? No. 0.29 divided by 20. No. Can somebody help me? I did math. 20 times 0.29? Is that $5.08? That can't be right.
Oh, Mage said, I guess some big gamer lost a ton of people in one day
Yeah.
because of it. I could see that. Oh, I love Olafur. Christy, yes. There was one song he did that was amazing. Like, it's one of my favorite songs.
Christy, I was trying to figure out what 2.9% of $20 is. So then, like, if somebody pledges $20, how much extra do they have to pay a month?
Poor Gabe.
But I mean, I guess it would have been easier if I just thought if it's $10 a month, then that's 2.9% is like 29 cents, maybe.
Don't look at me.
Maybe.
Don't look at me.
Oh, it's 0.29. That's what I didn't do. 20
Oh, here it is.
times 0.029. 58 cents. Okay.
Here, you guys
So,
need to hear this. This is a good song.
But the biggest problem is if you've got like, if you're pledging to like 10, 20 different people at like $1, then you're paying an extra $10 a month or whatever for, you know, to pledge. So it sort of messes you up. Peachcraft recommendations for best art drops.
Major cities.
Yeah, major cities, coffee shops.
And then when you do it, make sure you do it on like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and say where it is and have a picture of it. Because anytime you want your tweet to stand out, you want to have a picture or a GIF or something with it that takes up a big amount of when someone's scrolling through to stand out. So make sure you take a picture of it, like in the art drop location, showing a little of what's around it, and say, all right, art drop here now at blah, blah, blah on 39th, and, you know.
I think also when you're putting down your art drop, like, make sure you put all your info on it. So
Yeah, put all your art, like, social medias and everything on it. Throw a business card in there, stuff like that.
Also, don't get too upset if nobody ever claims it or
Yeah.
says anything, because I've never had anyone say anything about mine.
I think we did one art drop once where there was, like, a homeless dude that was kind of around, and we think he probably took it. And you know what? Maybe that ended up being food for him. Like, he sold it and got food. Or maybe he put it up in his box and it's his, like, favorite new piece. We don't know. But, hey, somebody, you know, probably got something nice out of it. Who knows? So it's really, at its core, a selfless thing to do. So try to do it expecting nothing in return.
Yeah.
I think is what we're saying.
Or another nice place to do it would be, like, at a convention.
At a convention, yeah.
Or
Or Starbucks.
Yeah, like maybe those people would actually be receptive to it and they would actually, you know, like tweet you back or whatever.
And actually, since that would already be a trending topic, you know, that'd be good, because sometimes it's hard to just do a cold art drop, like where nothing else is happening. It's not at an event. It's not art drop day, which is like September 2nd?
First Monday, or first Tuesday in September or something.
Something like that. There's an official art drop day, but yeah, usually try to do it around some sort of event or occasion, you know.
Mightn't. Art drop is you just do a piece of art.
Put in something protective.
Yeah.
Like a sleeve. Put your info in it and then go put it somewhere. Like typically we would go to Milwaukee and just find a nice cozy spot where it's visible, but, you know, obviously out of harm's way. And, you know, on the front put free art on it or something like that. And so it kind of gets people to pick it up, and someone will pick it up and kind of look through it, and then they keep it. And who knows? You know, it's really fun.
There was a guy in Chicago that was doing that for a while, but he would drop, like, paintings, you know, like, not super big paintings, but, you know, like 11 by 17 sort of like big paintings, and little paintings too, I guess.
Who did this?
I don't remember the guy's name, but I heard this on NPR, and this is where, like, I first sort of started hearing about it, and this is like way before
Jake Parker
did it.
Yeah.
And he started doing it, and after a while of doing it, it sort of caught on, and so the people that were collectors who knew his work would
nab it before anybody?
Yeah, like they basically stalk him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then they'd wait until he put it down, and then they'd wait until he left, and then they'd grab it. And
Would they sell it then too?
Oh, I have no idea what.
Because that'd be pretty low.
Yeah, he didn't say what they were doing with it. I don't think he knew what they were doing with it, but
that
you know, he tweeted out, and then all of a sudden it'd be gone. And the only reason that he knew this was happening is because he stuck around to see one day, and then he saw some dude do it. And I think he started sticking around more to look at things, and he realized that people were like, it was the same person who was grabbing it.
Bummer. That's low, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's selfish of those collectors.
Yeah.
It's like, if you've got one, let someone else try. Yeah, it's hard, Christy. Especially when your stuff isn't, like, what's popular, you know? But if it's what you like to do, keep doing it, regardless if it's popular or not. Gotta be true. I think people usually don't like art because, for the most part, it's supposed to reflect the state of the society currently, and I think it's gotten a bad rap for that in the past. You know, to be typecast as that sort of thing. So like protester art and all that Banksy sort of stuff. But I mean, there are those of us who do very innocent things like paint people's pets. But, you know, Gabe and I were just trying to figure out insurance last night, and that was funny. Like, we have to make sure we have cheap insurance, and we'll probably have to get on poor people health insurance and stuff like that, because we don't make that much at all. Make enough to be comfy, but, like, in terms of the type of apartment we're going to probably end up having to get, it's not going to be very glamorous. So.
We'll make it look glamorous, but...
Dude, the fact we're there, it's gonna be glamorous.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying in terms of, you know, what glamour means. It's not gonna be, you know, encased in gold or any bullshit like that. Good call, Serenity. I'm proud of you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, knowing what you're good at and what you like to do is half the battle, and then realizing, like, maybe if you watch Tim, you don't have to be a Tim, but take what Tim says and apply it to yourself, you know? I think that's a very grown-up and very mature way of thinking, is when you can take something someone's saying and instead of applying it directly or, like, copying their style or something, you have a way of applying it to what you like to do. Oh, that's great, Peach. That'll be really nice, especially around Christmas. Way to go. That's great, Mage. Yeah, and you know what? It would come out, you know, if you started drawing all the time, drawing a lot more, and whatever. Eventually, you'd get a style. You know, after you've explored enough, you would stick with what feels right, you know? So there's a professor in my school, oh my gosh. In the school's gallery, his work. What? Can he do that? I feel like he should be exempt just because he's a professor. He shouldn't be able to put it in the school's gallery.
Paper cut twice?
Yeah, Christy, we need to see this. Like a paper cut in half twice, or what do you mean? Because that sounds horrible and stupid. Like, I don't understand. This person sounds terrible. The problem if I make the armadillo thing is that I'm wearing my Fitbit. And that's where it's supposed to be. So, like, I wouldn't be able to pull out any of the... Because this is here. Like, I'd have to make it so it could maybe ramp up over it. Yeah. Oh no, Christy, did you put it up? Yeah, you could put it in general or miscellaneous down in, check this out. That'd probably work too. At least you ask, is it art or can we dispose of it? I feel like America doesn't even ask if it's art. We just throw shit away. Like, I feel like at least Europe has a better respect for art. I just realized I sound horrible when I say it. I don't say for, I say fur. I'm that guy. I mean, just visiting Europe's, like, museums, they take very good care of the art.
Yeah, the tapestries.
The tapestries especially, yeah, that was amazing. They have tapestries in temperature, humidity controlled rooms. It's crazy.
They had that one room with those tiny paintings that, like, the lights don't turn on unless you go up to the.
Yeah, so it doesn't wear them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's smart because then you're not only saving money on the lights, but you're also.
Saving the paintings.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Supposedly since. Okay. I'm going, Christy. Check it out. Really? That's what he did? Was he trying to make a point with this, though? Or was it just...
I hope so.
Wow. Did he give him really crazy names? Yellow and blue cut. 2 yellow cuts. Get out of here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, if he's serious, fuck him. If he's being funny, okay. But man. Yeah, it was really great going over there and seeing that, you know, they care about their art. They have so many museums. All of them are free. That also says they care about people getting educated on, you know, older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's important. I feel like America doesn't give a fuck. It's like, how do we make money? It's like, get out of here.
Well, it's also like nobody wants to fund the museums, so
Yeah.
it's like, well, let the people fund it. They're not gonna fund it.
We can barely fund ourselves, man. Oh, do they, Serenity? How do you mean? Like staying afloat and stuff? Because I know they have all those donation things out there, you know. Do people not donate enough? I could see that being a problem. Shit, I might even finish this one on here. That'd be great. I keep trying to move this up on screen so you guys can see where I'm working if I'm working lower, so if I'm off screen, let me know. I will move it. Corey, are you talking about the post-it notes, or are you talking about the museums? Sorry, I wasn't sure what you were commenting on. It's a low-key Thursday, isn't it, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Low-key stream today. Oh, the post-it notes. Museums are fun. Yeah, I can't tell if he's being funny or if he's trying to prove a point or if he's serious. Like, if he's trying to prove a point about modernism and all that stuff in modern art, okay. Then cool. That's topical, that makes sense. But if he's being serious and actually trying to be part of the art community and thinking he's serious there, no. No, no, no. That's crap. Oh, lychee. Honestly, lychee, I have found that the best way to lose weight, get toned, whatever, is just running. So many people underestimate running. Because you can get a tighter butt, tighter legs, tighter everything just by running. And I mean, if you don't want to lose too much weight and you want to keep your butt stacked or whatever, just keep going up on your resistance on an elliptical or something, and you will work your butt too, but you're still losing, you know? Um, it's really weird because I feel like if you just want to tighten up, running's good, man. Oh, yeah. Serenity, I could see that being a problem, especially if the communities aren't very wealthy anyway. I mean, that makes total sense. Which is a bummer. Because those are usually the communities that need it most, you know? Do you want spaghetti tonight?
Sure.
I kind of want my zucchini though, so that means I'd have to go to the store. We also need frozen strawberries anyway, though. Yeah, it does, Lychee. Running makes everything like you just reduce in size basically proportionally. That's why running's so good. You lose it in your arms, your belly, your everywhere, butt, legs, whatever. Um, I mean that's part of how I lost the 50 is because you just run and you run for a while. Every day, run like 45 minutes and don't eat a bunch of shit and you'll lose weight. Yeah, you do have to change your shoes. Mage is right. Like every 6 months if you run that much. Um, Usually I don't change my shoes though. I just change the sole insert and I keep the shoes for a couple years just because elliptical is way different than running outside. If you run outside, you'll probably need actual new shoes. But if you're running inside, you just need to swap out the sole because the actual shoes themselves aren't getting outerwear. So yeah. It's John Miller. You guy.
Mm-hmm.
Stretching is actually overrated. I've read a lot of articles that say you don't have to stretch. I mean, if you feel like stretching though, do it. But doing it before a workout, you want to warm up before you do it. Don't stretch cold muscles because you can pull something. Make sure you warm up first if you're going to stretch before a run. I usually stretch after a run. I stretch a little bit, I guess. When I get on the thing, I kind of turn and stuff. But, yeah. Christy, yeah, I've got a lot. Um, I mean, it depends on if you want to run inside, outside, treadmill, elliptical. I can't do a treadmill. I'm scared to death of those things. I just learned that this year. um, I don't like that I can't really control it. Like, you put it on a number and it goes and you're supposed to keep up with it. I don't like that. The elliptical, I have a lot more control over. When a resistance gets too easy, I up it to the next one. And I usually keep my, like, my RPMs around 5.6, which is good for me. You got to figure out what's good for you. It keeps my heart rate around 170, 175-ish, which is like my burn zone. I only know all this because of this. That's the only reason. And like right now, I'm getting up to resistance 10, which at some point though, I got to stop putting up the resistance because I have to stop building muscle and I have to still keep doing cardio. Because there's like building muscle and then there's being lean and doing cardio. But get some good shoes. And then when those soles die, just swap out the soles if you're running inside. If you're running outside, you might need actual new shoes. Get some nice stretchy stuff. A good sports bra is good. I usually have these towels. Like, I sweat a lot when I run. Sweating a lot means you're healthy, by the way. If you start, it means your body knows how to regulate itself. So if you're starting to run and you don't sweat very much, that means you need to run more. You're probably a little unhealthy, you know. And if you sweat while doing non exercises and stuff, and you're out of shape, it's probably a bad thing. But sweating is good. It means your body can regulate itself. So I usually have these towels, and they're very specific towels. If anybody wants to know what brand I use, let me know. But they're cooling towels because my face gets really, really hot when I'm running and doing exercise. So what you do is you wet them, you snap them a few times, and they cool themselves. And then while you're running, you know, you pat your face, and it feels nice. And I usually take a break halfway between my run. So it's about a minute break, so my heart rate doesn't go down too much, but I can still take a sip of water, pat my face, and then I go for another 20 minutes. But yeah, you really have to build it up. If you're just starting, try 10 to 15 minutes on a lower resistance. Really play with it. Figure out what feels right for you, what feels fun, what feels like it's doing something but not doing it too hard. You should be able to, some people say lightly sing. Like if you can lightly sing, that means like you're not running too hard, but if it's wavering a bit, you're at a good point, you know, because if you can sing really well, you're not doing it hard enough. If you can't sing at all, you're doing it too hard. So it's got to be in between there. Yeah, outside running I don't do. I used to. My hair, this is funny. I put it up in a bun, but a very loose bun. If you wear ponytails a lot or put your hair up, make sure you don't do it very tight because you will go bald. It'll start like tearing out your hair around your hairline and it'll start receding. So make sure if anytime you put your hair up, it's super loose. So I put up a very loose bun and I use those bobby pins that look like screws. They're really cool. I only need 3. So I twist up my hair, twist it around in a little bun, and then I take these bobby pin screws and I screw them in like 3 points, kind of 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. And then I have Bluetooth headphones because I hate having the cord. I bought Bluetooth headphones and I wrap them around my bun so there's no excess like hitting me in the face and stuff. I wrap them around my bun and then I put them in my ears. So they're tight up there. They just kind of peek down here and then they go in my ears and they're great. I think they're Tautronics. Hi, Analog.
Hey, dude.
Well, Christy, if it's really bad, start off with walking. Don't do running right away, just to be safe. Especially if it's that hard to run, you don't want to make it harder on yourself. So start off easy, you know, and don't push yourself too hard. Really pay attention to, you know, what your body's telling you. You eventually get very in sync with what your body is like I said, telling you. It sucks at first though because you and your body aren't on good terms and you need to learn about it and how it's telling you stuff. It's a really interesting journey. Like I said, I don't really like running, but I like the effects I get of running. Gabe, you never liked running. How are you feeling about it?
I did like running.
Did you?
I just never did it.
Oh.
Like
I-
actual running
I used to hate it.
on treadmill. Like I got to the point where I would hit that at endorphin level where I didn't know that I was running.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
But then, I mean, yeah, and it sucks a lot more. But doing elliptical is a lot easier.
It's better for your knees, better for your feet, all that stuff.
But I end up sweating more on an elliptical than I do running, which is weird. Yeah, and my back doesn't hurt, and my knees don't hurt.
Oh yeah, I usually have a scrunchie. Also, wear a scrunchie if you can, as much as you can, because scrunchies are actually better for your hair than just the bare hair ties. Because they're looser, in general. So I have a whole system with my hair, and I told you guys this before, but if you talk to hairdressers and stuff, good ones, they tell you you're not supposed to wash your hair very much. And so over the past couple years, I've gotten down to just washing it once a week. And like on days like today, it's actually super greasy. It's one of the greasier days, so that's why I'm covering up my hairline with my flower crown. But in the next 2 days, because my hair washing day is going to be Saturday, I go from having it down to putting it back with a headband. And when I put on the headband, it's a very loose one, and I make sure that the front isn't being pulled back. Just no matter what you do with your hair, make sure it's not being just pulled back really hard. Always make it loose, okay? Because like I said, over time, if you're doing that all the time, your hair's going to fall out. I mean, that's just what happens. And then on the days where the grease gets really low, I start wearing my scrunchie. And like I said, scrunchies are great because they really have a buffer for your hair. They're really nice. They absorb. But yeah, after that, then I start putting it up. But always just put it up really loose or wear a hat, Definitely, Serenity. Make sure to consult a doctor before you try it. Yeah, elliptical's the one where you're doing this while your feet are on thingies. And like I said, that's the one that really, I started off, when I first started running, 6 years ago, and when I started losing the 50 pounds or whatever, my knees were horrible. I couldn't bend down and get back up easily. I still kind of can't, but it was so bad, I would be in absolute pain. But the reason I had that is because they weren't used to being worked out. It's like the Wall-E thing with the fat people in Wall-E, where their bones and their muscles just over time, because they got so big, they weren't used to being used. So once I got on the elliptical's meant to get rid of all the impact problems. Because if you've ever run outside, that impact hurts. It hurts. You can, after a run, you'll feel it in your ankles, your pads, your feet, your knees, all that stuff. Shin splints. Oh my god, I hate shin splints. You don't get any of that with an elliptical, which is really, 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 really nice. It has been a savior for that. And so over time, I was able to build up strength around my knees again. And now it's not bad anymore. It's really good. But yeah, it's a full body workout for the most part. When your legs get tired, then you end up using your arms more, to stay doing the rate you were doing it with. So I definitely recommend trying an elliptical, man. Treadmills, like I said, for me, I can't do them. They're a little too weird. I don't like how they feel. I don't like how they force me. I don't have any control, and I'm a control freak, so it doesn't work for me. It's one of those things where when you first start doing it, you're really bored. and you usually kind of hate it. The main problem I had is I'd always be looking at the clock again. I'd be like, well, how long have I been running? 2 minutes? What? You know, and when you first start running, you notice the time a lot and it just drags. But after you've been running for a while, you just forget about the time. You're going at the pace you need to go, and it's great. It's just it's one of those things you need to get used to. But like I said, with anything like that, make sure you're paying attention to your workout. Try not to be too distracted by anything, because being distracted means you're not getting the best workout you could. Thank you, Analog. And I'm mainly referring to people that are at the gym playing games or texting people. Like some of the people that go here, they're like on their phone majority of their workout, and they maybe did like 2 arm lifts or something, and they're there 20 minutes. I'm like, what are you doing here? You know, go home. You can do this stuff at home. Why are you paying for this membership just to text people? It's ridiculous. I never understand it. It's like, you're paying for this. Get your money's worth. Hi, Super Voximus.
Nice.
I wouldn't want to mess with him. She's a good dog. She's unfortunately gone now. She's dead. I do pet portraits of people's pets in armor and stuff. So I've got a bunch of these I'm working on right now because of the holiday season. But these ones are all in between stages currently. This one's just got pencils. This one's done. I finished this one last night, so that's good. But yeah, so people contact me and have me draw their pets. And I translate their pets' personalities into D&D classes that suit them. So not everybody's meant to be a fighter. And depending on how, you know, everybody's pet is, I change them into what reflects them best. But it's usually really fun. I have a good time with it. Yeah, the pug is pretty fun. I was thinking of working on that one probably Sunday, if not earlier. I've got one more to pencil, so we'll see how that one turns out. But, yeah, these are all due, I'm gonna say Tuesday. I'm trying to make Tuesday for myself, because next week, Thursday through Sunday, we're not gonna be streaming. Usually we stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. But next week, we might barely even do the beginning streams. I think Gabe said he wants to do Monday a little bit. And maybe I'll have time Tuesday. I don't know. I'm not going to say if I am or if I'm not. If you want to find out, follow me on Twitter or Instagram, and you'll see when I'll put up the thing. I'll put it in the Discord, too, for those of you guys who are super in the Discord. But yeah, I am not sure right now. It depends on how all this goes. Soggy, we're going to a con next week. We're going to be at Con Alt Delete and probably meet Sniggle. So, it's going to be a busy weekend. So I have to finish all these ones that are due for Christmas and send them out Tuesday to make sure they get to where they need to get by Christmas. Because I don't trust sending them any later than that. But yeah. Oh, Sniggle, I'm sorry. Shut up, Soggy. Shut up. Soggy, when's your Path of Exile thing go live? Is that today? Or is that this weekend? Oh, tomorrow at 3? You have to work till 4? Oh no! But then you're off for a few days then, right? So you get to actually play it? I'm assuming, at least. so weird that I'm starting to associate that troll face with Soggy, so that, like, now I feel like it is his face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gmail, why don't you let me right click on a photo, Gmail?
Oh, because they changed it. Go to the upper right, and now they make it so you can pop it out in a new window. I know, they changed a bunch of stuff recently. Which I like that because I usually open it in a new window anyway, but
I still can't right click.
no, I usually have to drag it to preview.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I can't even click it. I can't even drag it into.
Soggy might get sick. I know, I usually zoom in on it now and take a screenshot. Or just download it.
No, just screenshot. This
Because
is annoying because the screenshot, like, what's it called? Windows doesn't have.
I know, the cropping.
Select
Yeah.
screenshot.
Which is weird. You'd think Windows would have added that by now.
A-hole.
Guess not.
Maybe it does, and I just haven't looked it up.
John Miller said control right click. See if
Control
that works.
right click.
Yeah. Did that work?
No.
Middle mouse button click, Soggy said.
No.
No.
None of the above. I'm pushing down on all the buttons now, and nothing is working. Crop screenshot Windows 10. Snipping tool. Why don't you just have a thing?
Gabe's so annoyed right now. Snipping tool? Can they not say cropping tool? Like, what's up with that? And now I must clean my finger because pastels. I know that's gross. But say look. Fly cheese confused. What's happening? Gabe's trying to right click and copy a picture that's in Gmail. When you click on a picture in Gmail, it opens bigger. And now they've made it so you can't do that for some reason. But they did add a open a new window, which I'm happy about because I do that all the time with these commissions. But he's right. It's kind of weird now. They did some weird stuff.
That's alright.
You sound pretty mad about it, though.
It's just annoying.
It is. Actually, maybe I'll splurge and have pasta. Ooh,
Actual pasta?
actual pasta. I won't do my zoodles. I'll take the carbs. I'm so bad. I try to laugh at myself sometimes because I know I can get a little obsessive about the weight loss thing. Then again, I have a handful of hot tamales at some point every day, so whatever. Whatever. Christy, are you still here? Did you go to leave? Did you go to leave? Dude, I usually do the zoodles with my spaghetti, but I don't have any zucchini right now. Wait, was Key gonna go to the grocery store?
Key?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Remember when I wanted a zucchini and she got me a giant cucumber? That was cute. She didn't know what a zucchini was. You're welcome, Soggy. Is that a nice change from pizza? Oh. And Tyler did that recently. That's another scary thing living with a lot of roommates. You don't know when they accidentally leave something on and stuff, and I'm paranoid. I get fucking paranoid all the time. Like I told you guys, I'm a control freak. I think this needs to have a black. Oh, I don't like that Cora's is like in her crotch though, Sagi. It was very disorienting for a minute. I thought she was like, she had a lightsaber dick. Otherwise, I guess it's pretty cool. It's a little too dark. I wish they'd lighten it up a little. Then again, you know, artist, whatever. I should probably not be critiquing that. Maybe she does have a lightsaber dick, though. It's just a bad compositional choice on their part to do it that way. Her pose, her stance. It's not a good silhouette, really. It looks like they just used a reference of her already doing that pose from inside the anime, and then just stuck a lightsaber on it and changed the lighting, really. So I think I've seen her do that pose in the anime before. Gregoriums? Gregor? Is that your name? Gregor? Gregor? Thank you. I am trying to get there, honestly. I do a lot of conventions and stuff. I don't have any children's books other than the one I've written so far. I've written an illustrated one, which is funny that you say that because your name is Gregor and the book's called Gregor. It's backwards on the camera, but Gregor. It's a kid's book. So I have a lot of kids' book ideas in my head, and eventually I'll make them into more books, but all I've had time for in the past couple of years is this one. I will make more, though. But thank you for the encouragement. I appreciate it. I'm trying, man. I figure if somebody sees all these that I do, they might, you know, be like, hey, you'd probably be good at kids' books. Well, yeah. I hope so. But I've been doing these for a while. But yeah, thank you for actually saying something. That was very sweet. How was your Thursday, Gregor? It's hard for me not to say it like Gregor. Gregor? Is it Gregor? Trying. This is actually someone's pet. I draw people's pets. Sadly, this pet has passed on, but she was a fighter. You'd be surprised, a lot of people's pets don't actually end up being fighters. I don't do as many fighters as I thought I would eventually, but I actually do a decent amount of bards and rogues, because a lot of them are thieving and it's funny. Yeah. What are you guys doing? What are you doing? What's up? Gregor, are you an artist? Is that why you're here? Or what brings you here? Seems like a really chill Thursday. Overall. I'm feeling chill. Usually I'm kind of a spitfire, but I don't know. You feel chill?
Yeah.
you getting enough caffeine?
I should probably
Or go get some good stuff. Help your lady out. John Miller's working. No, Sagi. I totally support you in your red pepper flake endeavor. I think that's great. I think they add a really good flavor to stuff. I'm with you. Oh, thanks, Gregor. If you're an artist too, feel free to please post your social media links and stuff. We're a very supportive art community. We also have a Discord if you're interested in joining that and sharing your work and stuff. But yeah, feel free to share it. We'd love to see. Oh God, Serenity, I keep forgetting it's too late for you. So late. You sure you don't want to go to bed? Don't feel like you gotta stay up just for us. That was very sweet. I'm very appreciative. Alright. Almost ready for the gold. Alright, let's do the gold real quick. Gold, gold, gold. Burp, 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 burp. If I could get this one done by the end of the stream, that'd be really nice. Oh, Serenity, yeah, I could copy that idea from the Von House one for sure. I feel like we had that in the share your art area, but at the same time, I feel like you're right, we should have, introduce. How dare you not let me use exclamation points? Do you know who I am? Alright. I have done it, Serenity. Here you go. Hopefully that works. No, thank you. That was a wonderful suggestion. Everybody feel free to go add your stuff to that. 'Cause Serenity, you're right. I always forget to actually ask more people about their links and stuff. So that's wonderful. Thank you. Oh, bye, Mage. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye, Mage.
Oh, an optometry appointment. Oh. Oh, Corey, you might want to start mixing in some pastels with those. It'll make it go a lot faster. I mean, just to try it, see if you like it. But like I said, pastels and colored pencils actually work really well together.
Game Awards. Hell yeah.
What?
Game Awards.
Or are those on today?
Hey,
Hey, Steven. Get out of here. You're terrible. You're an awful old man. Just another reminder, guys, we're not going to stream next week, Thursday through Sunday. And I don't even know if I'm going to stream at the beginning of the week. I know for sure I'll do Sunday, but other than that, I'm not sure what we'll have time for, so make sure you come to the Saturday Sunday stream, or else you may never see us again. I'm just kidding. We're just going to a con. We'll be back the week after next week. Gotta get that money, son. Corey, they're not too expensive either. Ask for Carbothellos. They're the ones I've used since high school and I love them. They're a Stabilo brand, but they're spelled Carbothello. Carbothello. And they come in, I think, 12, 24, 48, or no, 36. I've got a 36 pack. My 36 pack is more than adequate. But I just really like when my colored pencils, I don't like how grainy colored pencils can be. That's always been a massive turnoff for me with them and why I never really like to use them alone. But with the pastel pencils too, it really helps soften them and smooth them out. So, I don't know, you may end up really liking that. I say give it a shot. I mean, the 12 pack I think is pretty cheap if you just want to try those out. They don't have as many shades, I feel like, as the 36. Like, not subtle shades. I think a lot of them are pretty loud. But the 36 pack has some nice subtle ones. How was MFF, Coyote? How'd you do? Yeah, Peach. I think people are just starting to get really sluggish with the holidays around. And I know I'm just getting burnt out on doing these. I've been doing them nonstop for like the past 2 weeks. And I have to keep pushing through until Tuesday, which is kind of my deadline for myself. Because I need at least Wednesday to work on putting together all my con stuff again. It'd be nice to have more than one day for that, but I doubt it's going to happen. I still have to pencil an entire 9x12 tonight, so we'll see. I might have to start losing some sleep, which for me is, I'd end up being a total jerk if I don't have sleep. Yeah, don't forget Gabe streams 12 p.m. on Saturday. And I stream 12 p.m. Central on Sunday. Now, our last one was actually really, really good. It started off super embarrassingly slow. Like, I was very tired. Like, ridiculously tired that day. But it ended up being really good. Yeah, I'm with you, Corey. That graininess, I can't do it. Oh, that's great. Good job, Steven. Wow, that's a really nice booth. You got a lot of content. Good work. Oh, John Miller. Her stuff's adorable. She's gonna do great. She's very talented. Y'all very talented. Cute. Oh no, Serenity, those are like exhibitor booths. Ours are like 6 feet. They're really tiny. They're like my arm length. We have 6 feet, 8 feet, and then those booths, those are exhibitor booths. Those are like typically $1,500 depending on the con. But yeah, we that's not for everybody. I'm the guy that gets the 6 foot to 8 foot table. I'm not big enough to get a booth. I don't have enough stuff, and I don't know. I wouldn't want a booth yet. I'm not to that point. Tim and Key get booths, but not the rest of us. The rest of us aren't that successful to actually be able to get back the money for the booth. So where'd you go?
Buddy.
Did you get food?
earlier.
Did you?
What about curry?
That sounds pretty good too. Yeah, can we do that? Oh my god, my mouth just. You ever like hear a food or see a food and your mouth just gushes spit into your mouth? Like, yeah, you want that, you know? You ever have that? I just got that. We're having curry. Do we have grillers?
Should.
Yes! Ah, awesome. Good. I'm so excited. You guys, I love food so much. I don't think you understand. I love food. Food, food, food. Oh, you had a double booth. $350? That is so unheard of. Like, is that because it's a furry con, Steven? Because, yeah, usually they're like $1,500 at like a C2E2 or something,
Well,
right?
that sounds like he just got 2 booths.
No, did you see the picture? It's huge.
No.
Like, go up a little ways. Like, that's a big booth. Furry cons are cheap as fuck. I could see that.
No, that's just 2 booths.
You
It's
mean
just
2
he's got-
tables?
Yeah, he's just got the he's got the web.
So wait,
the-
Steven, are those 2 tables or 2 exhibitor booths? What do you mean when you say booths? Because table and booth.
That looks like
Oh, 2 spaces. Okay.
he pushed back the tables, and then he has a fence.
Oh,
I can
probably.
see I can see the other person's table.
Got
Unless
it.
maybe it is a booth, but
He says 2 spaces, so it might
Yeah.
be tables.
where was it?
He said it was MFF. So if you want to look up MFF. MFF. Oh, okay, gotcha. They allowed you to do that though? Midwest Fur Fest. There you go.
Oh, is that the one in Chicago?
Is that where ASIN is?
That's the one where I think so. Yeah, that's where. Yeah, dude, that's where we're going next week to that venue. That's the one that somebody did something with chlorine and like they had to evacuate the whole hotel
Oh no.
like 2-3 years ago.
Eesh. Yeah, we're at Con Alt Delete next week for anybody else who's going. And then we don't have a con, I think, till January?
I think so.
Or. No, February. Nice. Okay, because I need to do more gearing up. I'm not prepared. This con will be not my best setup. But oh well. Hopefully Christmas is a good thing in this case. Oh, it's okay, John Miller. Don't worry about it. Oh, that's good. Steven, good job.
We think Ashley would do really well. for
Don't,
Fest,
you're not going to get me at one.
but we're not gonna get her.
I can't do it. All my furry commissions that I've done have always been a bad experience, so I've sworn off the stuff.
I feel like you'd have to say, I'm gonna draw it the way that I want, however I want. You show me your furry.
Well, that's the
persona.
thing, though. I did it the way I. Well, no, I didn't. But even so, like, I feel like they want that style, and I don't want to do that style. So
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like that would be the disclaimer. Like I'm doing what I want in my style.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty basic Serenity. It's about that. It depends on the size of the convention. They can get up to like 425 for a table. But yeah, most of the time I think it's at 150 to 200 for a
Yep.
medium size con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get like a smaller show that's like in a hotel basement,
Yeah.
then you might be paying like $50. Steven, did you quit Starbucks already? Are you like full pro? I mean full.
No, he said I'm a barista.
Oh.
Steven, are you still doing the thing where they're paying for your education too? Because that was a pretty nice setup. I forgot what you were going for though. Forgive me. Forgot what your major whatever was.
Major pain.
Good addition. Good addition. Oh, cool. Good for you, kid. Good for you. That's great. Oh, good. That'll help. Yeah, Corey, I hear you on the barista front. $300 for every time.
That sounds like a pretty crazy thing to get.
Yeah, but it might help him with his business.
Yeah, so that's it. That's what I'm wondering. Are you just getting that for your bit to get better at business with your art? Is that what it's for, or
Gave that sense though. Are you to get the better, are you for your art though?
for your art?
God, what skit am I thinking of to where they did that? Oh, I'm not gonna remember. I know it. Oh, it was that kid, that mumbling kid.
All right. Well, that's good.
That's good. Especially if they're paying for it. Why not?
It's too bad you can't just take more art classes. Then at least you'd just be doing art all the time.
Yeah, but at this point, they can't really teach him much.
Yeah.
So it'd kind of be wasting his time. I'm in favor of what you're doing.
No,
I think
that's pretty good.
I think that's the thing actually artists need the most help on is the business side of things.
Yeah.
So I think that's smart, Steven. I commend thee. Yo, when do you want to start that race though? Because I'm getting hangry.
Starting out.
Heck yeah. Do it. Do it. I'm gonna need like a break though after like when the food's done. I need a break. So I'll probably stream until Gabe's got the food ready. Because he gets to cook for me tonight. Hooray. Though I've been considering taking a hiatus or cutting work in there since my productivity is plummeted. I mean, that's what's going to happen with a part-time job, though, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
That's the trade-off. And I think that's what Gabe was getting at when he just mentioned the art thing.
Yeah, because I mean, not only are you going to be working part-time, but then you're also going to be doing school, and it's not going to be art-related school. It's going to be like
Business school.
yeah, I got to read this book on entrepreneurial bullshit.
Well, thank you, John Miller. I appreciate the 5 bits. Thank you much, sir. You guys, I like drawing rocks. I really do. I mean, I like drawing a lot of stuff, but I really like rocks. Rocks are really cool. They're really fun with markers, too. Oh, I miss Jason's deli. I'm just really hungry.
Mhm.
That's the problem.
I'm on it.
Thank you.
I've got 5 on it.
You guys doing your 10K drawings too? I'm gonna hound you about it every time I stream. I'm gonna be like, how's your 10K going? You doing it? Get them hours in. Help me to help you. Oops. Aw, don't, Serenity. It's because of you that channel exists. You have every right to be the first. I'm proud of you and thankful for you. So don't feel bad at all. I'm gonna put a bunch of emojis on it because you're great. Now, this was actually a channel that I saw in Tim's. I was like, that's cool, but it was getting swamped. So I was like, oh, and then do I introduce myself? It's like, I'm one of the roommates. He doesn't really talk about me often, so do I introduce myself? Or since I'm a roommate, I'm not allowed to? Like, you know what I mean? It feels weird. Lychee, do some. Do some for me. Draw me draw me a sheep or a goat with a sheep. Do something. Steven, it should grow over the years, yeah. Though I do think that it's important to keep, you know, your products focused. So don't just go crazy and suddenly start doing merch and stuff. If you're an illustrator, stay an illustrator. I think too many times people start expanding and they expand into the wrong products where it causes more confusion as to if they're the artist and what they're actually doing. And some conventions won't even let you have merch if you're an artist. Because then you have to decide, am I more crafts and 3D things or am I more an illustrator? Because some places, the 3D artists and the merch people are in a totally different area than the artist alley. So it's better not to go down that route of, you know, keychains and pillows and all that shit. Like, you know, if you're an illustrator, stay an illustrator. That sort of thing. Shit. Sheepergoot. Thank you, Lychee. Do it for me. Do it for me and Gabo. And this terrible camera. It's really creepy out of the corner of my eye. I keep seeing this 7-foot tall bag of peanuts I've got. Because, you know, I've got to ship these out and I've got 30 more to do after this. So I ordered a big shipping bag of peanuts and it's in the corner of my eye and I keep thinking it's a person peeking behind a curtain and it's freaking me out sometimes. So if you see me look over, paranoid, that's why. Don't be alarmed. Also, you can tell I'm tired. The bags on my eyes are a bit more pronounced than usual. Oh, fuck you. You awful piece of shit. This lamp keeps moving. I got an idea. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe this will work. Come back to me, ugly thing. There we go. Oh, now it's in the frame. How embarrassing. Oh, it's still in the frame. God damn it, Ashley. times. I swear to God. Here, I'm gonna tape it, because tape fixes everything. Hold up. Oh, red, I love that. I'm so glad you have that icon. That's so good. There we go. Better? Better. Good. Okay. Okay. I think this should be dry now. Yeah. Do you guys have a favorite childhood toy? I'm trying to remember what mine is. Or do you remember Skip It? Is anybody as old as me and remembers a Skip It? Those things were brutal. They were like ankle killers. Fly out and kill your ankle. Really, Soggy? That sucks. I thought that'd be a major release. Weird. Maybe it's too artsy to be a major release. I think I just really like the virtual pets. Even though, oh, I really like my Doodle Bear too. Anybody have a Doodle Bear? Those things were dope. I want to see it too, Soggy. Skip it, do-a-ba-ba, do-a-ba. Yeah, those jingles for those toys back in the day were no joke. Now, I don't even know if they have... Do they even have jingles still for, like, toys? I mean, like, Crossfire? That's stuck in your... That's stuck in your head. And Skip It. And there's that one toy, I don't even know what it's called. Please help me if you know what it's called. It's like a ball, it looks like Saturn. You know what I'm talking about? And you would like put your feet around the ball and stand on the Saturn ring part and like jump around. Did that have a name? What was that? Cross for Fire was dope. Super dope. Oh, Sog, you're 2 hours away from Minneapolis? That sucks. Guess you'll just have to wait till it's on Amazon. Say love you. Right? What is it called? No one knows what it's called. What is it? It's just the ball thing that looks like Saturn. I don't know. I wish Gabe were here. He might know what it is. I have no idea. Pokeball? Is that what it is? I guess that sounds right. It's like, I remember it being like orange, an orange ball, and like a blue standing thing. But that, my memory has been really bad with colors though. I usually like invert the colors I found out. It's really weird. Is it called a Pokeball though? That would make sense. Oh, Serenity. I was, and still am, a sucker for stuffed animals. I have so many, and Gabe's gonna find out when we actually move how many I have. Because there's a lot of stuff of mine he hasn't seen yet. Because, I mean, we both moved in here. I have a house worth of stuff in the other room that he has no idea. He's never seen. So, when he actually sees how big my stuffed animal collection is, he might leave me. I don't know. Could get rough, y'all. Could get rough. Yeah! Saturn ball toy. What's it called? It is Pokeball. Okay. Yeah, that thing's so weird. Good job, everybody. You found it. These kids can get really high on this thing. I never got that high on it. Oh, this commercial is insane. Where are they? Are they on Mountain Olympus? What's going on? Why didn't they spell it with 2 L's? What's wrong with that? Yes, names for everyone. I would be the type where I would cry so hard at Goodwill when I would see the bin full of old, like, thrown out stuffed animals, because you know no one's probably gonna grab them. You know? Like, I don't know. I feel like they should clean them and bring them to a hospital or something for little kids. Because at Goodwill, they're not gonna get taken, you know? I mean, I was thinking Toy Story before Toy Story. I was also overly sensitive. Like, I mean, it makes sense now why I'm a vegetarian, but when I was a kid, if I killed a fly or something even stupid, small, and trivial, I would take it outside and bury it. But yeah, it's something else, man. Oh, I remember crying really bad too when I saw, and I was not young. I saw a cup get run over by a car after kind of seeing it rolling around on the street, and I was like, "Oh, the cup's going on an adventure cup!" Dun 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 dun. Dun. And like then a car rolled over it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I feel like I just saw like an animal be killed. I know that was going too far, Ashley. I used to be a little too overly sensitive at the time, but yeah. So I would cry about stuff like that. It was messed up. Then again, I guess it shows I'm compassionate if I think about it on that end of things. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should be proud of it like that. So no one was thinking kind of the way that I was about stuff. People thought it was a little nutty, but, you know. A cup, like, from a gas station. It got smushed, and I cried. I thought it had feelings. Yeah, I never felt it for humans, really. Except old people. I don't care really about kids as much. I mean, part of the reason Gabe and I probably aren't having kids. But, old people. That's my instant, like, button. If anybody says anything bad about old people, or, you know, just disrespecting them and stuff, it's like, really? Really? Come on. It's like these poor people. Oh, John Miller, no. No, I didn't do that. Surprise, surprise. However, there was this. I don't even know why we had this. I remember doing a science experiment with. It had to do with hot and cold, like. What's the word? Energy? Kinetic energy, maybe? I don't know if it was kinetic. It was where it had to do with, like, cold slows things down and hot makes things go faster. And I ended up doing it with pill bugs. And pill bugs is so weird. Pill bugs have been, like, a very constant thing in my life. I know this sounds really weird the way I'm doing this, but, like, they've always been in my life somehow in kind of like a metaphorical way. But regardless, I did the hot cold thing with them, and some of them died, and I remember the guilt I felt was horrendous. So, I don't know. It shouldn't be snowing in Texas, it should be snowing here! So anyway, I really like pill bugs. If you guys go to my donation page and look on my Amazon wish list, there's an isopod stuffed animal. It's stupid price, but it's fun to look at. If you guys go see it, it's really cute. Of course, the Japanese made it. If nothing else, go to just look at it because it's so funny and cute and weird. Like the fact someone made that, I was like, yes, you were awesome. I've done a lot of things with pill bugs too, and caterpillars. I had this kid's book that I wrote when I was like in probably ninth grade. Maybe it was earlier than ninth grade. No, I think it was ninth grade. I wrote a book about woolly bear caterpillars. They used to be my favorite insect. Yes, I have favorite insects. And it was called Which Way Will the Weather Go, Woolly Bear? So I was even playing on alliteration back then when I was younger. I feel smart about that. But it was all about the myth that you can tell how the winter's going to be depending on the bands on the woolly bears. Like if the brown is long or short. Some of you have probably heard that. Yeah, pillbugs, also known as sow bugs or roly-polies. They look like little armored tanks. It's really sad though because all the windows down here, I've got packing tape up and it's just filled with them because they would keep coming in through the window and falling on the floor and getting in all of our stuff. So I was like, well, I have to do something. I can't save them all. Like, there's a lot of them. And it's kind of gross because they do start to mold. But I don't know. I don't know what else to do about it. I don't know. But yeah, pillbugs, roly-polies, sow bugs. Everybody seems to have a different name for them. I think that's cute too. Let's see. I always get to this point in pictures where I've kind of forgotten where I've actually rendered and where I haven't. So I have to really think about parts of it that I need to render out. And then sometimes I'll just not know that it's done. And then I'm like, well, I've done everything, right? Right? And then I have to have Gabe look at it to look for some glaring mistake, because sometimes when you're so close to something, you can't even see when you made a mistake, you know? And I think that's part of it. I have to see what her... Welcome back, Analog. This color pattern on her is so weird, though. Like I said, it's like a brindle, but different. Because it's like spotted, but not spotted. She was a pretty one. Okay. I shouldn't have done this much black. I should have probably used the gray pastel. Yep, that's what I should have done. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Oh, maybe. Good call, Serenity. Do you have the same type of dog as this one? I give him the wet nose spots. Those are always fun. And then life. Gives them life to put that in. I always like putting in the eye glare because usually it brings them alive. It's the little things. Yeah, super chill today. And I think, like I said, I'm just burnt out, so I'm sorry I'm not at my usual energy level. Hopefully Sunday I'll be back on it. Dachshund Terrier, whatever mix. It's a good mix. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna go in and shade all these gold bits a bit more. Which is nice that I can do this with the pen, because I can't do this with the paint. So that's one thing Jelly Roll's got on the acrylics. Acrylics can't do that. It's really fun to figure out this method too for doing my art, or at least the commissions in particular. Like, I hadn't done anything like this really beforehand. It was just these. I had figured out this method of doing, you know, marker, colored pencil, and pastels, and it was just for these. It's really weird. It's like I can't even really apply this to other things now. I've tried to, and it's just not the same. So it really feels like it's just the pet commission style I've made, you know, for at least myself. Sometimes it can look as smooth as digital, but you know, it's weird because it's just markers. Markers have this really strange ability to be able to look like other mediums, which is something I really like about it. That's why I try to convince people, like, markers are a pretty versatile medium and they're pretty cool depending on how you use them. Some people do watercolor with them and then, or rather they'll do watercolor and then they'll add marker on top of that, and that has a really cool effect too. Like, I think markers are just overall underestimated. They can be so cool. I'm sorry, I'm probably off screen. Yeah, I am. Balls. Oh no, lychee. It definitely can be Serenity, yeah, and it depends on the metal, how beat up it is, you know. I have my own hacks for it, or shortcuts rather. I think you just end up doing that over time. Like, sometimes you even have to caricature metal, you know, it's because it's not going to look the same in some cases. Your hand ever spasm sometimes when you're coloring and you just did that. It was really weird. I think I need to eat. Oh. Oh, thanks, Nightshade. I appreciate it. I'm trying to go a little bit fast on it though, just because I've got so many more to get through the weekend with. But I really appreciate the encouragement. Thank you so much, especially right now because, I mean, I'm honest. I'm a little bit down just because, you know, I've got all these ideas going through my head. I want to do them, and you know, I think I take for granted the free time I get sometimes. And I really want to do my ideas, but this time I absolutely cannot. I can't even take a half an hour or whatever to do what I'm thinking just because I need to finish these. I want someone to have a good Christmas. You know, I don't want these to be late. I want them to be on time, and I want them to be good. So I have very high standards for my work, and I will sacrifice for that, you know, because I want them to have a good time. I want them to get their money's worth. But I also think I might be making myself sick in the process. I don't know. I'm starting to get a scratchy throat. You can probably hear it. But yeah, Ashley's reaching a burnout point here. In general, I think I'll have to take a day or so break once I'm done with these. There is somebody who needs one by December 30th, and I was like, damn it. Okay, I can do that. Granted, they didn't pay a fast fee, which I'm starting to think now they have to. But if they were before I was even offering the fast fee, then I have to oblige just because they, you know, it wasn't their fault. They didn't know. Thank you, Nightshade. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. Have a wonderful weekend, Nightshade, if we don't see you. Otherwise, would love to see you Saturday and Sunday. Have a great night. Right? You get it, Serenity. You're there with me. Oh, man. Well, hopefully this will be good on our karma then, Serenity, right? We'll do these things for other people, and then maybe someday in the future we'll get it back. Who knows? Never know. But oh my god, Gabe's making curry, and it smells amazing. He cooks it really good too. Gabe's a good cook. I'm very lucky. He just can't math or play an instrument. That's okay. He's a good storyteller. He's a great artist. He's a great friend. I am lucky. He's good support too. Yeah. Oh, good. Stephen Rice. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna put curry on rice, and then we've got grillers, which are, some of you have probably heard of them. They're like vegetarian hamburgers, but they have this taste on them I actually like better than regular beef, and I still remember what beef tastes like. Oh, these aren't fancy curries. Believe me, Stephen, these are not fancy. We actually buy ours on Amazon. We used to get it from our grocery store we had down the street, but they remodeled and they don't carry it anymore, so we were super bummed. So we had to buy it on Amazon now. And like I said, it's not fancy. It's just a packet. But he puts that on rice, and we have a griller with it. And like I said, the grillers are really good. They're by Morningstar. And don't ask me why they named it after Lucifer. But anyway, they're really good, and they add this taste to the curry that it doesn't have on its own, but it totally adds to it. I love it. It's so good. So freaking good. I love it, love it, love it. Where, Bunny, on the blue? The blue fabric? See, and that's where pastels and markers tend to work together. It really helps. So when Gabe's done with the curry, I'm gonna have to go because I need to eat. Oh, my energy level's down. It's not the best hand I've ever drawn by far, but like I said, desperate times, desperate times. I usually outline them in white just so they stand out more against the background, especially in this case with the rock here. I usually just do this a little bit so they stand out. Now I wouldn't usually do this for an actual piece. I see these more as almost characters designs. Each one I like start, I think about it like it's a character design. What kind of character is this? It feels like every time somebody gives me their pet and their description of their pet, it's a prompt. So it's like, okay, your pet is aggressive, really likes to attack these things. Okay, well, we can work that in. He really likes this food. You know, I can work that in too. So that's how I treat these, and I think they come out better because I have that mobile game background, so I've designed oodles and oodles of characters over the years. So, I don't know, it works out real nice. Oh, thank you, Bunny. You sweetheart. How you doing today, Bunny? You alright? Everybody seems super low-key today. Are you low-key? Not low-key like low-key, but low-key. Also, I apologize for the sound. If that irks anyone wrong, I'm sorry. I know it's kind of abrasive. The only downside to using pastels sometimes is if you use the wrong finger and you've already got one that had like black on it. Like if I just use that one on this one, it would totally be ruined. Like you can't really fix that. Can't really go back over it or anything. Oh, my camera's really like tilting. Okay. I wish this was more white. Oh, you've been lurking? Oh, that's okay. You know I don't mind lurkers. Okay. We might be done, you guys. I'm gonna sign it. So you can see me sign it. So I don't know how often you guys get to see me sign pieces. I don't have a very elaborate signature or anything. But just in case. What the fuck? Oh no, you didn't, you piece of shit. Oh, thank you for the follow, Patrick. How are you? You don't have to answer if you're lurking. It's okay. I get it. Totally cool. No worries. Alright, so I think this one's done. Okay, I lied. Give me 2 seconds. I didn't do enough on this. I wanted to do more patterns and stuff in this, but at the same time, I don't. Just because we're at an actual warrior or something to that effect. They wouldn't care much about fashion or if their tunic has a pattern or not, you know. So yeah. All right, guys. Anybody got any questions or concerns you want to talk about before I cut the stream? So remember, we're not going to be streaming next week for sure, Thursday through Sunday. Thursday through Sunday next week, not going to be here. We're going to be at a convention. I'll probably put up a bumper on my Twitch just to remind anybody in case anybody comes to the stream and is waiting. You can see, oh, it says gone to a convention. Otherwise, Gabe will be streaming next Saturday at noon p.m., 12 p.m. Central on his channel, which is obviously the Galvasaur up there. And then I will be streaming again on Sunday, and you'll probably see me at one of my more stressed points because it's getting close to Tuesday, which is my self-proclaimed deadline. I take my deadlines very seriously, so if you want to see me a little whacked out, come on Sunday, 12 p.m. CST. And I'll remind everybody in the Discord and Instagram story and Twitter like usual. You know, same sort of thing. Cool, Patrick. Well, I've been streaming since 4 p.m. and it's 8 p.m. now, so I've been streaming for 4 hours, which is a good chunk. So I was happy to at least finish this, especially for you guys, because I don't think you've really seen me finish many on stream before. So I'm glad, because this was a smaller one, but, you know, obviously, you know, it still reflects what I do, and you guys can see how I do stuff. So that's, I don't know, I think that's fun. But anyway, I'm going to head out and eat some curry that Gabe is making, because it smells amazing and I'm dying. Yes, totally, Serenity. See, that's the point. Like, you understand the whole detail in one area can take away the focus from another area. So, definitely. If I do, it'll probably just be some, like, white swirls in here that are kind of an afterthought and not really part of it. So, I'm thinking Sunday, depending on what I do next, I might do color this one. Unless I'm really trying to finish stuff, then I'll just keep coloring and going, but this one could be really fun. But I'm almost done. I had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I had 10 to get done in the past month, and I think I've been killing it. So, anyway. Don't get too sick. I'm trying not to get sick. Never say you're sick out loud. But Patrick, thank you for the follow. I super appreciate it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of that curry, I tell you what. And I need to have some caffeine. I haven't had any all day, and I think I need a little bit just to pick me up a little bit. But yeah, come see me Sunday, you guys. I love you all so much. And thank you, Lychee. Yeah, you guys have a good night too, okay? And then if you're free Saturday, don't have anything to do, come see me and Gabe. Will be on his channel. And then come Sunday and see me here. I'd love to see you like always. You guys are wonderful. So thank you again for all your support. I love you. I hope you guys all have wonderful nights and sleep well and have good food. Tasty food. Ooh. Okay. And we're out. Bye.